Ace Man, Steve from Phoenix. I was in Sky Harbor Airport last week, walked into the men's room. Couldn't believe it. Saw a dude with the changing table down, baby, sitting there naked, getting changed. Can't believe I actually saw the changing table being used in the wild. Then I saw the dude had like 4 bracelets on, figures. Get it on.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
Kyle Dunnigan, would you agree with this statistical analysis? At the airport with the koala changing table in the men's room, more guys have dropped that table and done rails of coke off it than have changed an infant on that table. Because I have been to 1,000 airports and 1,000 airport bathrooms, and I've never seen a guy change a kid
Let's
at
do
that
an
table.
informal survey right here. Have you done cocaine off that table?
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So,
well, hold
have
on.
you changed the baby?
Have you changed your baby? Nope. All right. So my informal survey.
I like you. I've never even seen it. I'd be interested if anyone's even seen that happen, where a man changed a baby.
I seen a baby do cocaine off that table.
Oh,
So, there's a little.
all right. I got another
Just so you
challenge.
know.
I got another challenge for you. At the airport, they have those nursing stations now. Those weird shelters for nursing. Those
I haven't
weird.
seen that.
Oh, yeah. I've
Listen,
seen it.
I don't want to be a douche, Kyle, but you've seen it. You just don't know what it is. Those weird half-round, look like camper shells for... we got to show Kyle one of those nursing...
At the airport?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know where you're going
they're
with
at
this.
every
Ace.
single airport.
And I will say, I thought about it.
They're at every single
I
airport.
did not know what those were.
I know.
Okay, yes.
You've seen
Yes.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I have.
It's a room. You go in there and lock the door. A couple thoughts.
Right.
I've never seen a woman exit one of those places with a baby and putting her bra back on. I say way more guys have jacked off in those nursing stations
I was
than
traveling
women
with my old
have
lady
nursed.
and asked her to go in there for a little
Really?
milking of myself.
A little Hyperion action.
Yeah. In the bushes, baby.
More guys have gotten blowjobs inside of those huts, right? Because let's really be realistic here. You're traveling around. You got a 6-hour flight back to the East Coast. By the time the Uber gets you to your place, it's 2 a.m, and you got a boner, and your lady's up for a little action. You can try the Mile High Club, but good luck squeezing into that bathroom without somebody saying something. Or you can just go to one of these empty fucking stations. There's a deadbolt. It's a fucking thumb-turned deadbolt. You just go in, there's no judgment. Just go have the fucking chick go walk in like holding a titty or something. Just go holding a bottle or something. You just slide in. No one to say shit and lock the door.
Yeah.
It's not like people are going to be like, hey, is there is Mayhem get a blowjob? Just lock the door, you get a blowjob.
They look mobile. You could put some of those on Hyperion.
Yes!
That would have solved our problem.
That would have solved the problem. That's why we
could
had
take
to go
down a
to you.
U-turn.
All right, so anyway, Nithia's doing the Lord's work. She's not saving any tree houses or catalytic converters. Anyway, and by the way, her dope buddy who thinks like her is also on the city council. So that's what makes up our city council, and that's why we're fucked.
It's weird.
And when Bill Maher goes, what's going on? That's what's going on. Okay. Also, that guy spent 2 years trying to get a sign taken down that all you'd need is 1/2-inch drive ratchet and a 10-millimeter socket.
I was thinking the whole
it's
time.
a fucking carriage bolt. You just go in the back, tick, tick, pop,
no one
pop,
would've
pop,
said
pop,
anything.
and your fucking sign's gone. The city council can't fill a pothole in 5 years. You think they're going to be back the next morning with another U-turn sign?
Yeah.
Who would even report it? Who would even know?
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Literally,
that's a good point.
ABC 7 doesn't show up for that, though.
you get a deep 12-millimeter socket and a 3/8 drive ratchet, and you just ratchet it It's the front's a carriage bolt. That's easy. That just snaps right and pop up. You just saw a tranny take that sign off in 4 seconds. You don't think you can handle it?
7 people, and not one of them, I guarantee, owns a toolbox. Take one down.
Yeah, they literally just took the ratchet, they took the nut off the back, and they just pulled it out the front. Why 2 years on the phone? All right,
that's a really good point.
That's a good point. All right, sorry. You got news there?
I got some news. We covered a lot of it earlier.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, Tim Walz said he was joking when he mocked Tesla's falling stock, of course, because there's a million shares of Tesla in the government in their portfolio. So he's walking that back.
Well, he was joking and also serious. Yeah. They would like Tesla to fall apart because they're dumb.
Yeah. Also, the Tesla Sentry mode is busting attackers, and we talked about this at the top of the show. How that people are just rolling by keying Teslas everywhere, and now there's a Sentry mode is showcasing all these clips of people.
You know what I like the human instinct of as I see all these guys on the internet keying everything and kind of doing their thing. What I like about all of them is the human instinct, and I think you'll see this guy. We're watching him do it. But anyway, look, we've seen it. You can get rid of it. See enough. People key the car, and then at some point, you see them look over their shoulder. And my thing is like, well, what if there is somebody standing there? Like, what? It's a weird impulse. You start the behavior, and then you go, what's going on? Is anyone seeing this? And you're like, well, look around first. They'll look around first, and then they'll do it, but they'll do the look around in the middle of taking the drywall nail to the side of the Tesla. And it's like, well, if someone sees you now, okay, you've spotted somebody. They're standing there.
You're wasting time.
Yeah, you're in the middle of this now. You might as well just fucking go for it at this point.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
My neighborhood, they got they put this on my car. It's a picture of Elon Musk doing a Nazi salute, and it says "Sell your car." That's what they're doing in my neighborhood.
Oh, well, it's a little more diplomatic of them.
Yeah, at least they didn't key it.
Yeah, you got so you have a Tesla.
I have Model 3. I got in 2018. I got a long time ago.
Yeah,
but apparently I'm a Nazi now. I don't know.
Well, do you feel like you're on the clock? Like you get the notice, the polite windshield notice.
Yeah, maybe that was a notice. Yeah, maybe that was a notice. I didn't think of that.
Because at some point they're going to come back 4 months from now and they're going to see your same car there and they're going to be like, hey, didn't we give him that Nazi flyer like back in February?
How long do you think this is going to last?
That's ample time to sell a Tesla. They'll move on to the next outrage. They get outraged very quickly. And they move on. So they kind of, things are in vogue and then they go out of vogue. Like they had the school to prison pipeline was a big deal. And all of a sudden, we don't talk about it. Voter ID was a big deal. Bringing water to people in line, in Atlanta was a big thing.
Yeah.
They needed to move the All-Star game from Atlanta to Colorado. Like these are all really big deals and then they're gone. And my argument is if this is a big deal to you, it should continue to be a big deal. You shouldn't just be done with it. Like you shouldn't be able to be outraged by stuff and then go, moved on to the next thing. Like if this guy is Hitler or Hitlerian, isn't Hitlerian Alec Baldwin's wife's name?
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah,
it's pretty much her name, right?
You've seen her clips.
Yeah,
she is very Hitlerian.
So far, 3 individuals have been charged in federal cases after using Molotov cocktails. I guess that's after they give you the flyer to attack Tesla properties around the country. So each person faces charges that carry a minimum penalty of 5 years.
Kyle, I kind of think you're on the flyer clock.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I think you got the flyers, a friendly reminder to sell your car, but you're getting the key next, and then you're getting the swastika after that, and then we go full Molotov cocktail. So you're kind of on the clock. Yeah.
I have Sentry mode, but Sentry mode, when you put that on, it films everything. It kind of drains the battery a little bit quicker, so I don't use it.
Oh, because it films any movement.
Yeah, anytime. And in New York, it's like crazy. By the way, and I think, Adam, you probably know this. Why do they call it a Molotov cocktail? I never understood that name.
Because it's named after a guy, a Russian guy who, I don't know, maybe invented it. It's a last name of a dude like Jacuzzi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But this is not as good, you know? You'd rather your family we'd rather your family be the Lear family of the Lear Jets, you know, or the Jacuzzi of the Jacuzzis rather than the Molotov. Like there's some chick out there named Gina Molotov right now, and everyone's going to be like, kind of a bummer what your great grandfather did, right?
I got a friend named Kalishnikov.
Oh, really?
Pretty badass, yeah.
That's a good gun name.
Either one of you ever throw a Molotov cocktail in your life? Ever throw one?
It's past some statute of limitations. Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah. You throw it at Kyle's Tesla?
Yeah. It's
I did a lot of fireworks and fires and Polish cannons and burning stuff, and I was really into blowing shit up as much. You know,
Yeah,
somebody
me too.
got hold of an M80 or something. Like we were fucking out. We blow shit up. I mean, kids aren't into fire or blowing shit up or doing any of that stuff anymore because they have like cable and TV and porn and computers and stuff. Like they don't go outside and do what we did. But I loved blowing shit up.
the best.
And and every once in a while, some kid would show up with an M80.
I know.
It was like a bar of gold, you know. I'd be like, okay, what are we gonna do with this?
You'd wait and negotiate.
We'll just light it. No, don't just fucking light it in the field, you idiot. We gotta blow up a mailbox or something. We gotta blow some shit up, bro.
Did you ever put the metal trash can on top of it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the best. The flies.
Yeah, you got to blow something up. You can't just set it in the middle of a sidewalk and it blows up. You need. We took a metal salad bowl and put it on there. And the other move I used to do all the time was awesome, and it worked. It works well. We have out here all these weird lemon trees, which are like cross-pollinated with, I don't know, a kid with Down syndrome or something. They're weird. They're thick. Like the skin is really thick and mealy and stuff. They're not good, but they're all over the place. And like, oh, you take that firecracker and shove it in that lemon, light it, let it burn down, and then chuck it at your friend, and it fucking blows up all lemon pulp. My friend Carl DeLutri was an artist. He lived in a back house, a rented back house. He had his paintings everywhere, all over the place, because he was a fine artist. And I fucking took a lemon, lit it, rolled it right into his room, and blew it up, fucking blew lemon pulp all over every one of his fucking oil paintings. Fucked it up. Fucked up every picture he had. It was worth it, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You friends with him?
It needed to be done. Well, he was the guy who had the letter of what I wanted to do to my prom date all written down, and so is sexually, and so then later he got hold of her and read her the letter.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that was his kind of payback for me blowing up lemons in his house. And I was sort of like, well, that's fair. I mean, it's super embarrassing for me to have that read to her.
Jay Hoover.
Yeah,
he wanted to lick her love box. I believe.
I think I want to drink the sweet nectar of her love box or whatever.
Oh, that's actually kind of romantic.
That's why
that was romantic way.
That was my argument.
Yeah, you just wanted intimacy.
Yeah, so
I bet she liked that. Did you never hook up with her?
She was my prom date, and
he told her before.
Trying to think if he got hold of her before the prom or after the prom.
That's important timing.
It was before the prom.
Wait,
when
the letter.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy was a fine artist, and I doodled a picture of him. That was a good picture of him. I'm not an artist, but I doodled a picture of him that was pretty good, and then I wrote the letter. This is before the prom. And then I gave it to him because I'm like, hey, Carl, pretty good likeness here. Yeah, and he goes, yeah, thanks. And he kept it. I said, but don't ever read this to Jay Hoover, you know. And he's like, oh, I won't. And then later on, after I blew lemons up in his house, he then got hold of her and informed her of what I was planning on. But that was post prom, I think. And then she went to UC Santa Barbara and died. I think like when she was like 21 or something.
He died?
Yeah.
Oh no!
You killed her over that?
Lemon blew up in her dorm.
Couldn't be out there forever.
Yeah, it was a sad state of affairs. But yeah, that's what riding.
No, I want to get.
And I'm riding to my buddy Carl.
Carl, I was just sitting in Spanish and decided that your face was more important than classwork. Not a bad likeness, eh, Carl? This little sketch might be worth something one day. Anyway, it is Thursday, and I'm happy I'm going to go to the beach tomorrow and the prom the next day.
Oh, they've promised 2 days away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tough schedule, huh? By the way, I would like to drink the sweet nectar from Jay Hoover's Love Box.
Yeah. Well, he shared that with her after I blew up a lemon in his room.
Wow.
And, you know, he was an artist, so when the lemon blew up, it blew all over his paintings, and it fucked him up because there's a lot of acid in those lemons. It's really hard to clean up a lemon pulp all over your fine art.
Oh, so he saw the picture he drew of him, and he's like, fuck that Carolla. He thinks he can draw. He fucks up my paintings, and now he's trying to do this. I'm going to blow a scene up with Jay Hoover.
Yeah, I don't know if he did that much math. He just knew it was payback time after I blew the shit up.
Lemon IED.
Yeah, it was in a guest house. He was renting like a guest house, so it was just one. It was one small room. So when I rolled in and rolled my explosive lemon in there just in front of me, it just blew up in his one room, and it blew fucking lemon pulp. A firecracker does a lemon good, like especially the weird pulpy big ones. It went everywhere. It was all over his bed. Everything he had was doused in lemon pulp. So he was pissed, and I was like, you know how it goes, because that's how we rolled. You know, I was like, hey, get over it. That's what you fucking do something to me next time. You know, that's how we do. But he was unreasonably angry, I thought, but I didn't factor in all his paintings that he had displayed all around.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to pay me back.
And then that sweet nectar passed. That's
But it's not like I could be mad at him because I deserved some, retribution.
Because you shot sweet nectar all over his paintings.
Yeah. So, let's see. Finnish resistance fighters and sarcastic jab at Soviet foreign minister Molotov claimed the Soviet bombs were food particles named their homemade. So I guess it's Finnish people were mocking Molotov. Okay, that's
okay. Okay.
I want to get your take on this. The White House seeks corporate sponsorship for an Easter event. In a significant departure from tradition, the White House is actively seeking corporate sponsorships for its historic Easter egg roll, an event that has been a staple since 1878. Sponsorship packages are being offered at tiers ranging from $75,000 to $200,000, providing companies with opportunities for brand visibility through event signage, customized gifts, and mentions across social media platforms. Notably, top-tier sponsors may receive exclusive perks such as invitations to a private brunch hosted by First Lady Melania Trump.
The bunny loves Coca-Cola. He loves Coca-Cola and Nike sneakers. As you can see the bunny here. What a great bunny just standing here in Nike sneakers. Terrific.
You're saving the taxpayers' money, right?
We're making money. We're going to turn profit on this Jesus died thing. It's going to be fantastic.
Well, remember 3 years ago when the bunny at the Easter egg roll walked up to Biden and was like, don't jabber about Hamas too much. Like, move it along, President. Can you imagine? Can I say something? It was, Dawson, you can look it up, but it was Easter. I think it was 3 years ago Easter. It'll be 3 years this Easter, I would think. It could be 2 years, but 3 years ago, the Easter Bunny walked up to the President of the United States of America and said, move it along. And we should have all stopped collectively, as a nation. I tell everyone, the second we heard the phrase, as it pertained to COVID, on an air flight, we need you to mask up in between bites, we all should have just stopped and said, Okay, so this doesn't exist? Like, what do you mean mask up? So this isn't real? Like, we should have just stopped and went, what the fuck is happening? And when the Easter Bunny went up to Joe Biden, who was like answering a question about Israel or something, and said, yeah, hey, move it along, and moved the president of the United States along. As a nation, we all should have just stopped and went, something's wrong.
Oh, I never heard of this.
Yeah, I missed this all the way.
You can watch it. We'll find it.
If you go up to there, it is.
It's crazy. And somebody is asking. It's like a reporter starts asking. There's an audio version of it too.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Okay, this angle I see. It's so ridiculous.
Oh boy!
He is talking to reporters. And the Easter Bunny starts waving, going, no,
this way.
The Easter Bunny is trans now? I didn't know that.
That's Mrs. Easter.
Oh, Mrs. Bunny.
Is there any audio of this? Because I swear to God, they asked one of those, they're not asking what's your favorite ice cream. They're asking some question about the Middle East or there's some, he's going to get into trouble answering question, right?
Yeah.
And somebody dispatched the Easter Bunny, like somebody talking to the wrist.
Yeah, exactly right.
And
we need Easter Bunny in here, stat.
Yeah, they probably said something like "Gray Lady down, Gray Lady down, Gray Lady down," and that means when you hear "Gray Lady down," the Easter Bunny, who's a Secret Service guy, gets dispatched to stand in front of Joe Biden and the reporter. All right, we'll play together.
Wow, that's intense.
Pakistan, Afghanistan.
Oh, the Easter Bunny, Mr. President.
Oh my God, I've never seen this. That's amazing.
Oh, the Easter Bunny, Mr. President.
The Easter Bunny.
He's answering a question on Afghanistan.
No.
And the Easter Bunny intervenes and cuts him off. Was that 3? Is that coming up on 3? Or is that coming up on 2? I think it's coming up on 3. But you can look. It's coming up on 3.
That is amazing.
Everyone should have just stopped and went, we don't have a president.
April 2022.
Coming up on 3. Okay. We should all stop collectively and went, okay, I don't know what's going on here, but we don't have a president. I don't know who's running, like
imagine
who's making policy.
JFK, imagine JFK talking to the press and a bunny comes up and moves him along.
Or any president.
It's not what your country can do for you. Right. Oh, Easter Bunny.
There is the bunny.
There you go.
I've got to go. I'm no longer talking about Afghanistan.
Somebody dispatched the Easter Bunny to go
I
get
know,
him.
who was that?
Egg team.
He was in the costume.
Yeah.
I don't.
Could be Jill.
Who was
Jill in the costume?
Who?
No, it was not Jill in the costume.
Whoever was in the costume is not nearly as important as somebody who spoke into his sleeve and said, go get this old guy out of here. He's talking to people with recorders. I don't know what he's talking about, but I don't want him to. Like,
why would they send the bunny, though? I mean, there's nothing more embarrassing than a giant bunny telling you can't talk to me.
But so here's why they sent the bunny, because if Pete Buttigieg showed up, they'd go, who are you? And are you running this White House? Why are you telling the president? You can't have anyone.
The bunny definitely isn't running, right?
Yeah, you can't have anyone in the cabinet or the vice, because if Kamala Harris went and got him, like Kamala Harris just walked up and went, hey, start flapping arms. No more. Conversation over. Get back in there, Joe. Everyone go, is she running?
Yeah.
She's running. Why is she calling the president? So if anybody in a non-bunny outfit, and there's some of us out there.
No one suspects a bunny. Yeah,
somebody dispatched the bunny.
That's 2 things. The Easter Bunny. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Cottontail. Dawson's having a fucking breakthrough.
Yeah.
I mean, collect
for the
yourself.
For the first time in the history of the Secret Service or our government, these words were most likely actually spoken into a wrist microphone, into a walkie-talkie. send in the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, now
And they sent in the Easter Bunny because the Easter Bunny cannot answer questions. Mascots do not speak.
yes, and no one's going to accuse the Easter Bunny of running the Oval Office. So the point is
It's kind of brilliant.
it's 3 years ago. We all should have stopped and went, who is running the country?
Deep state actors in the Easter Bunny.
And the answer is,
Oh,
it's a woman. The answer is, whoever told the Easter Bunny to go get the president is running the country, not the Easter Bunny, the person that dispatched the Easter Bunny and said, go get the president, do it now. And by the way, if that person's not running the country, then the Easter Bunny should have been, fuck off. I'm not going to go interrupt the president of the United States. Mary, you go get him. So somebody told the Easter Bunny to do it.
Jill did.
And that person is the person that's calling the shots. The press office, Megan Hayes, seemed to step forward as a disguised official. Herself, this is the bunny suit, blah, 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 Lady Biden.
Disguised official.
The point is we didn't have a president. That's all I'm saying. But here's the good news. The way the media works, you guys never heard of the Easter Bunny story, so it didn't exist.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? And that's how the news protect. If the news is going to protect him, that's how he's going to protect him, which you guys are smart and semi-articulate and out in the world and look at yourself as sort of up on topics and stuff. Never heard the Easter Bunny story.
Yeah, didn't.
Right.
No.
All right.
Missed it.
Let's do one more.
In a surprising turn, comedian and political commentator Bill Maher revealed that he is set to meet President Donald Trump at the White House, thanks to none other than rocker Kid Rock, who helped make the introduction.
It's so funny when people go, I'm not going to meet with this. You're not going to meet with the President of the United States of America. And also, isn't that kind of your job as a person that tells information, relates information and has panels and discussions? Like, why wouldn't you do that? I never get. And also, they do this thing where they go, "Why are you giving him a platform?" Or why? It's not giving him a platform. You can go talk to him.
He's the president.
See what he has to say.
Yeah, he revealed it on his
I think
club.
the Kid Rock negotiated that.
He did, yeah. That's because he's on Club Random, explaining why they have clashed politically. He believes the importance of engaging with people who have differing views. He admitted the announcement might ruffle the feathers among his liberal fans, but emphasized having conversations across ideological lines is crucial, especially in today's polarized climate.
Are you guys surprised that Kid Rock has this much sort of relevance and juice in 2025? Like when he came onto the scene, and you were like, "Well, who's gonna stand the test of time? Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit or this guy?" You'd go, "Well, the Limp Bizkit guy's gonna be on the scene for a while." Like, well, you think Kid Rock or the presidents of the United States of America with their song Lump, do you think they're going to... I'd be like, put your money on them. Like, if you showed me Kid Rock break onto the scene in 2000 or 1999, I'd went, well, this guy's going to be...
Flash in the pan.
Yeah, he's going to be out there with Mambo No. 5 guy and Milli Vanilli. So way in 2025, he's going to be making policy with the president.
This happened.
Yeah.
How did it happen? I mean, they became friends, but he's friends with a lot of people. Well,
He adapted to, he kind of like went towards his fan base, what they liked, and he started doing country music, sort of. So he got a whole new audience, and then he started really talking about politics, and he jumped aboard the Trump train, and the rest is history.
Yeah, he kind of went, hey, Ted Nugent, I'll take it from here.
He's like young Ted Nugent.
Right.
He doesn't seem smart, but I don't know. Is Kid Rock, well, what's his IQ
He's
up
clever.
there?
He's clever for sure.
I've been on stage with him at the Ryman Auditorium, and I was doing stand-up at his event, and he sits in the wings, not really in the wings, but off to the side, but at some point decided to come up and roast me or whatever. You know, he's one of those. He's one of those guys who like, I want you to hold these, and you go, these nuts, you know. And you're like, oh, that's so cool. Let me write that down.
Yeah. I remember he made a video where he was like, "You fuck with Trump, you fuck with me," as though like someone was gonna fuck with Trump, who's got secret security and guns all around him, but was like, "Wait, I better not, because Kid Rock would then I just get through Kid Rock."
We also, I think we have a certain reverence for guys who never get fat. Like we're in awe of them. Like that guy was 151 pounds when I first saw him in 1998, and he's now still 151 pounds. Like he has not put on 7 ounces in like 30 years of hard partying.
Yeah. What is that?
He's our Rolling Stones. He's our Rolling Stones.
Does he do? Is it drugs or does he work out a lot?
That's why we marvel.
Ozempic?
We're like,
We don't know.
Yeah, he started taking Ozempic in 2010. He has not put a fucking ounce of weight on in 30 years of fucking having fun.
That's impressive.
He's basically the United States Rolling Stones. Like those guys just won't. Not one of them.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
I'm skinny because I have like all these stomach issues. I can't eat good food.
Yeah.
Like, I don't work out a lot. I don't see him working out a lot.
He may, but that's the whole point is he never like got into his dad bod. You know what I mean? He's just that.
On a diet of cocaine and Bud Light.
Yeah, maybe it's just skipping meals diet, kind of just. Yeah,
there's also a metabolism aspect to this as well. But I'm just saying, nobody thought, like, if I said to you, like, in 2000, like, who's going to be around, Kid Rock or Kim Kardashian? You'd go, well, they're both going to be gone in about, I go, they're going to fucking rule the world in 25 years.
Yeah.
Like, the smartest thing any of us could ever done, like, because they talk about, like, if you'd bought Apple stock in 1995, you know how rich you'd be? If you started kissing Kid Rock and Kim Kardashian's ass in 1995, you would be so fucking made today, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You would never predict it. I mean, even a kid, he like locked him into being young, and that didn't even stop him.
Yeah.
I think that would cage him into once you're older, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Comes.
Even Lil Bow Wow is just Bow Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just Bow Wow. And
Is he just Bow Wow now?
He is.
I didn't know that.
Well, what about Lil Romeo? Lil Romeo? Did he? Is he Lil?
He sadly died.
Oh. But
Boy, he did. This guy did age well. Doesn't he smoke all the time?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He looks the same as he did in 1999. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Not to be gay, do we have a bod shot? Like a t-shirt off?
Yeah, wow.
Too late.
You want to see Kid Rock in his underpants? Just close your eyes, Kyle.
Yeah. I want to see Kid
Get on the
Rock
Hyperion.
shirtless standing on Hyperion, yeah.
I mean, you showing a headshot of this guy is fine, but it doesn't really illustrate the point we're trying to make.
No, Kyle wants to see.
Yeah, I think one would show a picture of him and his wife beater in order to illustrate the story that the podcaster was talking about. But that tight headshot where you can see how many fillings he has and stuff is good. But I'd say more effective in the argument if he didn't put on any weight would be like a full body shot. But they may not exist. You know, there's probably no shot of Kid Rock, you know, in head to toe anywhere. In a wife beater. I don't think that picture exists, does it? We'll find it. I'm just saying to whoever's doing the Googling, tight on his face is fine, but it doesn't really illustrate what I've been talking about. Just in general. That's what I mean. All right, we'll find that shot. It's going to take a minute because they may not exist out there. We may have to
Deep
use
Google
AI
search
to find that one.
Yeah, we need AI. That's a good point.
But I mean, look, you don't need to look on Google. You just fucking think about it. The guy weighs exact. He wears you can't, when you're wearing a wife beater, when that's your costume, you can never, we'll know it if you put on weight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, listen. You can find me young John Favreau and old John Favreau, and I'll show you a little weight difference there.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
He gained about 10 pounds, maybe.
Yeah, he gained 3 ounces every 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just not.
No, he looks good for, what is he, 55 or something?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get fat. And
Or gray.
He didn't get anything. I fucking love this guy. I got to talk to him about getting me in with Trump. 54 years young, Kid Rock is. Doing something right. And he built a little Taj Mahal with a golden toilet. I mean, he's a hero. All right. You heard enough? I think you have. Kyle, let's give you a plug. Dates all over the place.
Oh yeah,
go to
Baltimore this weekend. I'm in Baltimore. Then I got Vegas. I got Philadelphia, New York City.
And you can go to KyleDunnigan.com. Super easy. I'm going to be in San Diego. That'll be April 11th and 12th at the American Comedy Club doing stand-up over there. You can go to adamcarolla.com for all the live shows. And until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Mayhem and Kyle Dunnigan saying mahalo. Ben's got a special, The Mad Kings, available on YouTube, where we find finer podcasts as well. All right, Mayhem. You got some news stories pulled down?
Got some news. First up in celebrity news, Kristen Cavallari. Kristen Cavallari.
I think it's calamari.
Yeah, that felt like it is. I think the Yellowstone star Kevin Costner and admits he's her forever crush.
He is her forever. She loves
He would be
Costner.
so lucky.
You like her?
I love her.
What do you like about her?
I just think she's a beautiful. I'm a brunette guy. I usually don't like blondes, but she's something about her. Beautiful, great face, great body, great vibe, classy, stylish.
Really?
Yeah,
I find her very annoying.
really
Grating.
I mean, I shouldn't even be saying this because she dated my friend, but really grating.
Yeah.
Who'd she date that you know?
Annoying.
Jeff Dye.
Oh, Jeff Dye, yeah. He
the
has
show.
feelings about that relationship.
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah, he may have a couple.
Yep.
I may have heard some.
Yep. I should have never said this, but she's very attractive, I think.
All right, well, we're going to hear her? Something's on the screen. That's why I thought there was a clip or something coming.
Yeah.
This was her responding. She responded in text on her Instagram story, give him my number, forever crush.
And even that picture's hot that she did it on top of. She's like laying in bed with like sweats with her legs half crossed, ready for Kevin Costner to walk in this room and Tatanka, you know what I mean? Tatanka.
Money to taco achi. Fish mielo.
That's right.
Does, I like to think Costner is above this,
Oh, no doubt.
but I don't know.
He's also 80 and she's 30.
Yeah, but he looks
He looks good.
good. He just
looks very
made me a video.
He did?
Yeah.
What do you mean, for no reason?
I told him he's 69 years of age. The guys...
You told him he was 69?
No,
Wait, who's 69?
Costner, 69. Sorry. The guys from Dry Bar, which, by the way, my special is available at Dry Bar now, but you would have to subscribe, but shall be released for free on YouTube coming up shortly, so people are aware of that.
As soon as Shelby does it.
The guys who from Angel Studios went and had some sort of meeting with Costner, and they asked him to, say hi to me, or he said hi or something. We're as a kind of the only celebrity friend I have that Jimmy's a celebrity, but I knew him before he was a celebrity. Right. So Costner was always a celebrity before I got into show business. So he may be. I mean,
What movie
other friends
do you love him from? Is Dancing with Wolves, or is it all of his 19 sports movies?
The bicycle movie.
The bicycle movie.
American Flyers.
I don't know that one.
Oh, come on,
Sweet
bro.
mustache.
Sweet mustache. Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry that I couldn't come to the Christmas party.
That's all right.
You had a great party. I had a slightly even crazier event I was invited to beforehand that I could not say no to.
Well,
I was
that's
an event
fine.
with Oprah and Meghan Markle. I had to not.
Oprah?
I had to go to that. Oprah Winfrey. You've heard
That
of her.
Oprah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a gala honoring Tyler Perry, the Paley Center honors. And I mostly just went because I heard there's like some rumors that maybe Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were on the outs, and I wanted to get a chance to make my move.
Get in there.
Yeah.
In terms of shooting your shot, Kelsey did that with Taylor Swift and worked out
It
pretty
worked
good,
out great.
right?
Yep.
Like, why not?
100%.
Yeah, I heard they're on the outs, and I tried to get with the Prince myself.
He tried to give it the Prince. He seems
Mayhem and Harry. I like that.
I know, it's hot.
He seems like a 0 to me.
He's boring.
I met him. Yeah,
You
he's like
met
a
him?
standard,
Standard
English
ginger.
white guy. Yeah.
So anyway, I like Costner. I'll tell you, underrated Waterworld.
Yeah.
Interesting, kind of dynamic, innovative, had some cool things.
Led to a whole attraction at Universal.
Dennis Hopper, funny,
Yep.
smokers on the
One eye.
Exxon Valdez guys. Anytime there's stunts on jet skis, I'm in. Anytime guys are jumping jet skis, I'm in.
Yeah.
And there was a part where Costner slaps the little girl and says,
Yeah.
"What are you doing?" or something. And I think it's Jack Black flying the plane, and he sees him slap her, and he goes, "Nice touch."
Wow.
Jack Black?
It's a Jack Black looking guy.
It was a crazy guy flying
Yeah.
that whatever. The kite or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm going to take a deep dive, pardon the pun, and go for Waterworld.
Okay. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
I would probably choose Bull Durham or For Love of the Game.
Yeah, that's
Or Field of Dreams. I mean, all of his baseball ones were the best.
I don't like movies where guys honor their dads.
Interesting.
It makes me angry.
Is that all three of them? No, that's just Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
You don't like Field of Dreams?
I don't like movies where the dads are honored.
You don't like a game of catch with your dad at the end?
It makes me angry.
Okay, all right.
My dad and I never had that moment.
I understand that. Okay.
Now, I also...
with the Field of Dreams, it's possible now, but okay. You make your choices.
My dad wasn't possible when he was alive.
Yeah, but the things are different. You get a lot of wisdom and get a lot chiller when you're dead.
Yeah.
My dad's died a couple of months ago. I haven't heard anything from him.
Really?
That's because you haven't built the jazz club yet.
The jazz club. My dad could play the trumpet. I hate dusty movies. Like that movie where The Rock played whatever the black superhero was. Black Adam from Egypt or whatever.
Oh.
One big pile of dust. And it was all shit falling down and poof, everything was fucking dust. I wanted to take a fucking shower halfway into that movie. I worked earthquake rehab. Did I mention that? Dust. It's fucking dust. Roto hammers into masonry. Dust. You know what you'd have to do?
Leaf blower. You would need a leaf blower.
Yeah, 2 of them.
You want to know worse than a leaf blower? When you would roto hammer, which is concrete drill, into the foundation before you would fill the hole with epoxy and then put all thread in so you could bolt down the foundation.
You got to strengthen that cripple wall.
You had to fucking blow it out with air. You know what 100-year-old footing foundation is when you're underneath a fucking building and you got to bring in compressed air and
Are you just using one of those cans you use for your computer, or is it like more leaf blower industrial strength?
we had compressors all over. On a construction site, you'd have one, 20-gallon compressor, and then 5 hoses all going off, and you'd be using nail guns and blowing out shit and stuff like that. But the earthquake rehab's the fucking worst. But dust. I don't like dust, but I don't like movies that are dusty.
Yeah.
But then that stupid Black Adam movie, all it was dust. Dust storms blowing into...
I think you were talking about Scorpion King.
No, I'm talking about... I won't see that one either. But Waterworld...
Oh yeah, nice.
Zero dust.
They
dust.
They wish they had.
They prayed for dust. There wasn't dust to be found.
Yeah,
that's why I like it so much. Yeah. I mean, Field of Dreams. They had to drag the field once, so it got a little dusty.
True. True.
All right.
If only they had a Zamboni instead of the boys just scraping the infield.
You're right.
With that long net thing.
That weird mesh screen thing.
I also like watching that though, because I always think they're going to miss part of the dirt, and they don't really miss any dirt.
So anyway, she shooting her shot with Costner.
Yep.
Yeah, because he just recently got a divorce. She's just broke up with this 24-year-old TikTok boy. So
do you have that Costner video, Joe? Or did we ever send that to you? No. Huh. Tell Mike.
What did Costner say to you?
Oh, he was talking about me having to do a clean set for dry bar.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask, would you able to do a clean set for dry bar?
Fuck no. Yeah, tell August to send it to you. I think he has it. Yeah, I've said it once. I'll say it again. I looked at it as a challenge. You know, I disagree when any professional comedian goes, I could never do it. You could do it. You're going to have to get into your material. But I am telling you, people, do not dismiss it by saying it's the verbiage, it's the shits and the fucks. It's not that. It's the themes. It's the stuff you're talking about that's no fly, where you don't get to do that idea. You can take any joke and clean it up,
for sure,
but you can't take an idea for a joke and clean it up.
That they wouldn't let you do?
Everyone. Well, most of my material is like fucking, you know, I shouldn't say most, but I'd say it's like a fair degree of material is like themed badly.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean?
For those of you listening to this, Adam's face just running through his material right now just looked almost traumatized by his own material.
I've been traumatized. I mean, I'm trying to think how long to go into this, but there's a bit about, I found out that Gavin Newsom wanted his own alert for when black kids were missing, because we have the Ebony Alert. He wanted to institute the Ebony Alert. We have the Amber Alert, but this is a true thing. He did do this.
Wow.
So anyway, the long and the short of the joke is, the Amber Alert is basically for missing kids, but because Gavin Newsom's basically a racist, he wants the Ebony Alert for missing black kids. But I looked into it, which I did, and I was like, where are all these Amber Alerts? And you think it's a kid in a primered van going to Mexico. It's not. It's just dads who got screwed in a divorce hearing, a custody issue, wanting to spend a little more time with their kids. So it's really just dads wanting to spend more time with their kids. So as far as the Ebony Alert goes, we can rule them out. If a black kid goes missing, we got to look now. Because it's not dad trying to get an extra game of Parcheesi.
That's almost the reason why you do need an Ebony Alert.
Right. And so, while there's no profanity whatsoever,
right, I understand.
Thematically,
I get that.
It's a harsh,
the racist
racist,
are too dark.
Racist joke.
Well, a lot of people are policing material, because I think going to be doing an OnlyFans set soon.
Oh, really?
And they don't want you doing like anything offensive or political. I'm like,
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What?
They want it to be it can be titillating, but it can't be. They don't want politics. They don't want. I'm like, are you sure? There's like lines. There's lines here. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I was astounded.
How does that work?
I don't know.
Where do you shoot it?
Ice House, I think, is they do their tapings.
Oh, OnlyFans does. Oh,
because they have like non-adult stuff now, OnlyFans TV or whatever.
Yeah, because didn't Whitney Cummings do one?
Yeah, she did the Burt Kreischer roast, and she did a stand-up thing for them, produced a show.
How'd that work?
I don't know. I think it went well. I think it went really well. I think she's helping them establish a name in like non-adult things. Yeah, I mean, I think she should have just done the adult stuff. It would have been even easier.
Yeah, Whitney, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's the way you make money.
Absolutely.
Interesting. All right. So,
there's the OnlyFans TV.
OnlyFans TV. Oh, I didn't know they've had that. I mean, I guess
there's Whitney right there.
I guess everything is just eventually spreads out and just becomes mainstream.
Pun intended for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And gaping even.
Yeah, it's like everything starts as something and then just sort of becomes something else.
What they said, eBay started as a place to only sell and trade Pez dispensers.
Really?
Yeah, and now it's just all things.
Amazon was the only place you could get a decent Zamboni back in the day, and now they sell everything.
Jet skis in there.
Yeah,
you can just
and
do little
Pornhub
loops.
was only jacuzzis.
That's right,
and they made
still is largely.
Yeah. The Waterworld made it easy. All the bad guys just smoked.
You're right.
They were called the smokers, and they just smoked like. I mean, he was on to something early. Anyway, all right. If Mike sends that vid, I'll show it to you. But keep going.
All right. Netflix is walking back its generous paternal leave policy after too many workers take a full year off.
Who the fuck decided you had to wait till your kid was in high school before you came home? Like, it's a new world order. I had twins. I missed one day of work, and then I went back because I had a job and because there's
Felt like
nothing.
the twins could take care of each other.
Yeah, split it up. First off, there's nothing going on with a newborn. They just need somebody making sure mama doesn't get drunk and roll over on them and suffocate them. Right. There's no bonding. There's no, after they're born, they're cleaned up. They make everything. We have replaced in a world where we basically got rid of religion. We replaced it with a bunch of superficial pussy shit that makes nothing. You know, like you have to bond with your kid. You have to. They don't even know
skin
They don't know the fuck you are until they're like 4.5. There's no anything. There's no reason. I didn't even raise my kids after they were born. We had a fucking nanny and a night nurse. Some person that shouldn't have been in this country raised these fucking kids.
And that's probably better for the kids.
Better for the kids.
For sure.
I just paid. I just threw money at the problem.
Yeah.
I didn't do, maybe 2 diapers. I fucking worked. I made a bunch of money, and I'm not fucking, and also, I got a morning radio job. I got to get up at 4:45 or whatever every morning. No, I'm not going in the room with the monitor going off and doing the diaper at 2:20 in the evening. I don't do. Why the fuck should I do that? I bought the fucking house and everything else. Yeah. Now I'm going to take more of my money. I'll give it to the night nurse. She'll go and fucking sleep in that room with those kids and take care of them. That's it. I just got back from New York with my kids. They love me, and they called me. Well, they called me Yolanda a few times.
Sure, I get that.
But that was a little off-putting.
And they also don't want to watch Field of Dreams with you.
No, they don't want to watch American Flyers. It's fine. They're fine. They're 18. We have a good time.
Sure.
They don't remember from when they were zygotes and I wasn't there.
Well, of course they don't remember. This is their first memories with you.
Yes. How do you do? Yolanda, is it?
We're told you are mom or dad.
No, my son, my name is Bob Jacuzzi. Good to meet you. How about I freshen up that highball? All right. It's bullshit, and you certainly don't need to the dads don't need to fucking stay home for 2 months. The moms, if they're taking care of the kid, fucking stay home. And then get the fuck back to work. Pete Buttigieg staying home for like 3 months. He's appointed Secretary of Transportation. 10 minutes later, he's like, I gotta go back to the condo and hang out with my fucking boyfriend who didn't even shit out this fucking kid. We paid a surrogate and I won't be working for 3 months. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Get the fuck back to work.
Husband, I think, but it does bring up an existential question. If it's 2 fathers, should both get paternal leave? At the most, one. They're both. You can't get double paternal leave.
Which one's dad?
Right.
Which one's the bitch?
You get one dad. If there's not a mom there, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, there's got to be some lines in society.
Yeah, this whole story, Netflix, had a loose guidelines, and they say parents generally take 4 to 8 months off for paternal leave. But what happened was it was very vague in the wording of the policy, so everybody just took a year off, and
Well, the other thing that people do is they'll just take full advantage of whatever the system is.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those.
Why didn't they just make the rule more specific? That's on. They don't have to roll back the whole They should have done it that you can take as much time off as you need or share your parenting with up to 3 other people if you give them your password.
The Family and Medical Leave Act applies to companies with at least 50 employees, requires employees to offer up to 12 weeks of unpaid parental leave. In some states, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, California, Colorado, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Washington, D.C. are required to offer 12 weeks of paid parental leave.
Fucking 3 months of pay.
Yeah.
It's probably what the drones are in New Jersey. They're looking to see if people are indeed parenting or if they're just out on a Zamboni having a great hot tub old time.
You can find, remind me, because Dawson sent me a note. I made a joke about Pete Buttigieg. You can find that Waters clip from last night. Maybe I have it somewhere, but I made a gay joke about him. But what's kind of funny? What's interesting, if you do enough shows, is the host will react and laugh when the host knows that was a spontaneous answer and not one that was chambered, because they'll tell you we're going to talk about this and we're going to talk about that, right? But then every once in a while, they'll go somewhere else. And the thing that's kind of interesting, anyway, it wasn't, the thing that's funny is the guy who ran the van, they show up in a big Sprinter van to your house.
Oh, to do the hit from in front of your house. Mobile studio. They put it back round. They put the earbud in, the ear thing, so you can hear the feed. And no TV monitor, which is insane in these trucks. How do they not have a TV monitor? You can have it on your phone logged on to Zoom. It's like, I'd much rather do it from my home from Zoom.
This is interesting. I'm glad you brought this up, Ben. This guy, it's funny. This guy pulls up, and I'm just cutting it close. I got home at 10 to 5, and my hit was at 5:20. So I'm cutting it close. And this guy, as I'm pulling in my driveway, I go, I'm just going to go up. You don't have to change, just to put a shirt on, a decent shirt on. He goes, that could be him. The guy goes, all right, see you at 2:20. And I go, no, not 2:20. He goes, oh, yeah, 4:20. And I go, no, it's 4:50 right now. And he goes, oh, yeah, 5:20. I go, okay, that took a minute. Then I came back down. I was sitting in the seat, and I realized he did something the second time that he didn't. The monitor needs to be, there is a monitor, but it needs the feed of the show. So you can see the guy talking and not talking. The monitor had me on it, right?
That's what they have, right.
And I go, the last time I had this guy, he did the monitor with me on the monitor, not the feed of the show, and it fucked the timing up a little because I couldn't see, and there's a 2-second delay. And this time it was like 4 minutes before the show was before my hit, and I'm sitting there looking at myself, and I go, New York, can we change the feed to the feed of the show, not me? And then all of a sudden it changed like that. He did it from the front. This fucking guy was going to do that fuck up again. It's also weird about people. Like, what job do you have? And then why would you do this?
People put in zero effort onto almost any job.
I agree. So when the thing was over, he goes, that Pete Buttigieg joke, that was a good one. You must have been sitting on that one for a while. And I said, no, there was no discussion. And I said, the reason Jesse laughed real hard is because we didn't have the discussion. And it was a decent joke. I mean, one time, God, I remember one time I did O'Reilly a million years ago, and he goes, hey, Carolla, how's it over there in L.A. with... he said something like with your cocaine and your and your movie stars or something, and I said, well, first off, it's fentanyl and prostitutes. Like, and he just laughed because he thought he was gonna fucking zing me getting out of the thing. Now it wasn't all that funny, but it was to him because he knew there was no prep to it. That's
Are you gonna? You remember the Buttigieg joke?
It's there. I think we got the
great
clip. You can watch it. And you can see, I don't know what we're going to be talking about.
We're going through the episode. Give us a moment.
Okay. When you point into the thing, sir.
Also, right, when you're in this mobile truck, even when they do have the video feed of the show, it's better, but it's still a mind fuck because you're trying to be in the moment talking to somebody, but you're watching them on a 2-second delay. So it's like you're experiencing instant nostalgia of life that just happened and trying to time based on the past.
That'd be a good John Lennon song.
Thank you.
Instant nostalgia.
Well, I think that line I might have a little bit been inspired there by Dimitri Martin's old joke. He goes, I love smartphones because you get to experience nostalgia right away.
I like that, Dimitri. He's funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's a good
What
writer.
are we doing with Oprah? And Tyler Perry.
I was just invited to the $2,500 seats. My buddy just had 4 seats and invited me to this gala. And I thought I was going to be like hobnobbing with Ted Sarandos and Meghan Markle and Oprah and Tyler Perry. And they had security around all 4 of them. And you
really?
couldn't even with $2,500 tickets, you couldn't get near these people.
Really?
I was shocked. I did talk to Kerry Washington for a minute. She had no security, but everybody else, I just couldn't. And I wasn't even trying to talk to Meghan Markle. I just wanted to go up to Ted Sarandos and say, my next special, I'm going to be pitching it to you guys soon. Please keep an eye out for it. And I couldn't. I was in an argument with the lady, the security lady. I walked up there. She's like, please, they said nobody goes around here. And and I just smiled at her. And a friend of mine got a photo of me smiling at the security lady with Meghan Markle in the background. And I posted it and just put my caption over the lady's badge so you couldn't quite tell she was a security lady. It just looked like I was hobnobbing very close to Meghan Markle. In fact, I was almost being arrested.
Wow.
But I really hid that for social media and then admitted it now.
They don't cordon it off or anything. They just have security guys kind of hanging around.
Like boxing you out?
Yeah. And they probably wouldn't have maybe even had them everywhere. Like they were at their table, they were fine. There was no security there probably, but they just stayed in this one area by the front of the red carpet where there was security, and they just talked there the whole time. But my table was in direct eye line of Meghan Markle, and there was one moment where I looked over, like 2 tables back, and she looked at me and kind of went one of these. She was like, a little bit of a shy look away.
Come hither?
Yeah, a little bit of a come hither, or it could have been like, who is that? Why is he looking at me? Tell him to stop looking at me.
Yeah,
one of
maybe
those
it's
two
that.
for sure.
I sometimes will get the go hither. You know what I mean? Like go over there and fucking hither.
Yeah, go away, hither,
Leave your
please.
fucking hither puss and walk it outside of this building, please.
Yep.
Yeah, stop hithering around here.
But instead, I just didn't talk to any of them. And then the girl that was assigned to be my date by my friend that invited us stole my vape at the end of the night and then walked away with my vape. So it was a disappointing night compared to what it could have been.
I think we have the clip here.
Thank God.
As far as I can tell.
I don't think they're going to have any success with the old playbook. I think they're going to have to find some Fetterman-style guy, some guy or some girl that it's at least authentic. Like, you may agree, you may disagree, but that's exactly who they are.
You're probably right. That rules out Mayor Pete Buttigieg, who I don't know, if I was on a flight and he started handing me bags of planters, I don't know if I'm down with that.
Well, if Buttigieg comes up behind me and offers me nuts, I am going to be scared for a moment.
All right, I'm kicking you off this flight, Carolla. That's enough. You're going to have to listen to his podcast for me.
Yeah, he wouldn't have laughed that hard if he knew it was chambered already.
Also, nobody in the world knows, looking at that beautiful city backdrop behind you, that you're in a guy's van.
I'm in a guy's van.
He's offering you candy, and they think you're in a beautiful LA TV studio.
He later took me to Mexico. We had a Amber Alert type situation.
I love that.
It was zip ties and duct tape and Tijuana or bust. And I was abducted. Yeah.
Best day of your life.
Yeah, but I got him to put ESPN on the monitor finally, so I had
just
some
to cover the noise
there. Yeah,
he shoots, he scores.
You sit in a van. They have you sit on a little bolted down
stool, uncomfortable.
Yep, and they hook you up. They always ask you what ear you want the monitor in. The feedback thing. I'm always like, I don't know, whatever you like. And then they put the mic on you, and then
I'm always also astounded when it's television and they don't make any effort to adjust. They want you to come early for sound check and video check, and they're always like, can you say a word? Hello? Yeah, we're good, thank you. Like, they don't adjust can you look this way? You're shiny. Talk louder. They don't care.
They don't care. And every once in a while, they get you to do even more work where they have you hold up the white balance card, where they go, can you hold up the white balance? And you hold this thing like you're like an inmate in a penitentiary, you just hold this thing up and they go like, oh, they dial in the white, whatever.
And there's Photoshop numbers on there.
That's right. And they get rid of the badge.
That's right.
All right, one more, Mayhem.
All right. Well, we'll go with this. Luigi Mangioni's grandmother left his family members millions so long as they didn't commit crimes.
Wow, all you had to do is not shoot a CEO in the back in Manhattan. You could just lived in Maui for the rest of your life.
That really gives.
God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my
He was a rich guy who wasn't even insured by that company, right?
Yeah, that's apparently the situation. I think he just got kind of indoctrinated by a lot of books that he read and very angry at the system as a total, and decided to make himself the vigilante that, showcased the...
I mean, the healthcare system is super broken. Doesn't mean you should murder people, but it is. But they don't have, in all the covers, they're like, it's completely. He took a life, but these healthcare companies are taking like thousands and thousands of lives, and nobody cares.
It's easy to see both sides of it if you look into it, because this healthcare executive was, responsible for a lot of people getting denied care, and this guy fashions himself a Robin Hood type figure to take from the rich. And
he's a fucking nut. You should kill yourself when you plan assassinations. Make you your first target. That's what I would like to put on one of those electronic freeway signs. If you are going
click it or
to
take
do
it.
a
Don't
murder,
drink and drive.
You're going to do, if you're doing a murder-suicide, let's start with suicide, and maybe we'll get around to the murder.
Make it suicide-murder, you really cut down the murder rate.
I think they should call it suicide-murder to stop. Right now they go murder-suicide, and we got a dead wife over here.
People are stupid. They'd probably fall for the order switch.
Yeah, they go, oh, what is
the old
it?
switcheroo. It's classic.
Yeah, it'd be like rabbit season, duck season with Bugs Bunny and Daffy. Oh, was that Daffy Duck? Yeah. You just switch it on them. You go, you're not planning on doing a suicide murder.
Mind if I see that gun there, boss?
What'd you say? It's murder. No, it's suicide murder. Okay.
That's a good idea.
So I'll kill myself, then I'm going to kill my wife when she gets back from work.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called.
That's a good order, good plan.
Switch.
I like
the script.
The old switcheroo. I like that. Also, with the freeway electronic signs, even in this modern day of all sorts of substances, they still say don't drink and drive on those signs. Right. It feels like it's implicit permission to drive high.
Smoke weed, and
they don't even want to mention it.
Yeah, they have. I have seen some PSAs where there's like an actor explaining not to drive high. I've seen a couple.
I like that the message really sunk in deep for you, though.
Yeah, well, I was pretty patient when I saw it, and I was trying to operate that big rig, and I was watching my phone, so I didn't see the whole thing. There's a don't drive high PSA that is done by an actor where they think it's real cute, where the guy's acting for the first 5 seconds and then he breaks down the fourth wall and starts walking toward the camera going, I'm an actor, which I was going, oh, you're such a fucking hero admitting you're an actor. And he's real serious about but the thing that's kind of funny about it is they don't say don't smoke pot. They just go don't smoke pot and drive. They're not trying to convince you. Long gone are the days where we're trying to convince people not to smoke pot at all. Now it's like, you're smoking pot. Just don't operate a dirigible.
Listen, I'm an actor. We're all doing meth. When you do meth, what we want to make sure you don't do is also fly an airplane.
Yeah.
That's all we ask.
I don't know what it would be called. A anti-pot?
What would be called?
This PSA I've seen it on TV quite a few times. That guy who's an actor telling you not to
I remember it,
and saying he's an actor.
Listen, I'm an actor.
A far cry from this is your brain on drugs. You know what I mean? Because now...
But also that didn't work because everybody loves eggs.
That's right. It's true.
Everybody loves eggs. Who doesn't want to be eggs? I'd love to be eggs.
Where is
People love eggs so much, the whole election is based on egg prices.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
This commercial got an Emmy for best dolly work.
Oh, I thought it was best man bun.
Best band, but that's some dolly work. They had to pull. Some guy was pulling that camera, rolling.
It was beautifully shot, but the premise of this ad, they thought we have 15 seconds. Instead of just telling people not to drive high, we're gonna have an unknown actor. acting as though
Step
he's
out of the
standing
party.
in a party.
Yeah.
And people are going to be much more effective at this guy. An out of work actor doesn't think I should drive high.
Also, if you are high and you're watching that, then you assume later on when you turn it on Friends or any other show that Jennifer Aniston's going to break down the fourth wall and start talking
Creates
to you.
an unfair
through
expectation.
a totally unrealistic and unfair expectation of a fourth wall broken down.
Right.
Let's watch it one more time.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
All 12 seconds.
I also like the guys who got I don't know, they had to Taft Hartley them or something, but they got the non-speaking role in this 15-second.
Yeah.
Smoking at a party, drinking at a party.
An ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Oh, thanks, bud.
He gives the extra reason at the end. You shouldn't do it, and also it's illegal. But also, as far as an actor, he has just 15 seconds of acting in this commercial, because I hate to break this to you, but even after he breaks down the fourth wall, he's still acting. He's still an actor in this commercial.
Wait, I didn't get that.
He doesn't become a real...
What do you think about the choices?
And he doesn't look at his watch.
No.
He has one physical thing to do in the commercial, and he goes... I'm given 12 seconds and never breaks eye contact with the camera. He fakes the watch look. This guy has no future.
Wait, and all of this was inside the Sprinter van?
That's correct. Yep.
What do you think of the choices from a directorial standpoint of the extras looking at him when he walked away?
No, they didn't break character. They were all still in the party.
They were looking. They were looking
at him like, why is he breaking character?
Why is he walking into the entry hall and talking to someone who's not here?
They're high.
They didn't. They broke. They stopped.
I want to see it again.
Yeah, I do. I want to run it back. I like that track
watch the watch too. Make sure you look
12 seconds.
Oh, he kind of glances, but doesn't really process.
See the guy with the beer?
Because if you
now
feel
they're all
different,
looking.
You drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
Can we get back to the scene?
They stopped acting, Mayhem, and we're looking at him. That's a choice. I would have kept them in that party.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
And then had like a date rape situation go on the sofa.
You want a double ad.
A double PSA.
Double PSA.
Yeah, where someone drinks too
also,
much,
back in
they
the party
blacked
back
out.
there, there's people that aren't able to consent fully.
There's also a grip that has to get cued to like walk and we see their back. They must have cued that guy.
And
right?
also support the unions. They could have thrown a couple more causes into this ad.
Yeah.
Support your striking IATSE members.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's take a break.
Plus, the Apple Watch is now available on sale. Tells you how many seconds you got.
We've got 12.
To tell people not to drive drunk.
So we got a little news.
Yeah.
Why don't we do a little news and we'll wait for Pacquiao to come on and we'll do some news. And then, Dawson, when you find Will Arnett, you can tell us. And Hack was a TV show, probably 98, 99, something like that. I think it was called Hack because he drove a cab and he solved crime.
Yes. Oh, I remember.
I don't remember this at all.
It's perfect. It's how TV used to work. Like, what's his name? Hack. What's he do? Drives a hack. Yeah. And does what? Solves crime from behind the wheel. Oh, man, that's good. Hack. That's good. But what if his name is like John Hackelman or something? Like, oh, I don't know. Like, I didn't know. I think it was he drove the cab. All right. So, let's see. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. First up, former MLB player convicted of murder in a California home invasion. Yeah. Yes, Daniel Serafini, 51, was convicted Monday of first-degree murder in 2021 shooting of Robert Gary Spoor. The jury also found him guilty of attempted murder of Spoor's wife, Wendy Wood, and first-degree burglary.
There's got to be history or drugs.
Yeah, there was sort of a... They were doing a ranch, the $1.3 million dispute over a ranch renovation project.
Oh, there was
and
history,
in the text message, he said, "I'm going to kill them one day." And that day, in fact, they had given $90,000 to Serafini's wife the day of the shootings, but he was still mentioning $21,000 that they owed him. So all this over nothing.
Here's my thing. Either send nobody a text saying I'm going to kill somebody.
Never send it.
Or send everyone that. So you go, well, fuck, I just fucking send it to everyone. I just sent one to my accountant yesterday. I sent one to my lawyer.
Make it your email sign
I
off.
just fucking send it to everyone.
That's
So
what I say.
if I killed everybody, I send that, I have nobody would be left on the planet.
I'm gonna kill
check
you.
your emails. I sent you one, you district attorney. I sent you one 4 years ago. You didn't see that? That's all I did. It's either got to be all or it's got to be nothing. I agree with Jesse May. Maybe nothing.
Maybe nothing.
But if you do the one, like you're drunk and you do it,
Yeah.
then send one out to everyone you've ever worked with.
Mass text.
Didn't kill them, did I?
Nope.
We have Will Arnett doing hack.
It was comical. I TiVoed it. I ran it back 3 times. Like, this week, I'm judging Amy. It's like, wow.
Just become a rapist.
Yeah. In order for Amy to stop an international jewel thief, Amy is going to have to become a rapist.
Which is odd because you wouldn't know why that would have to be. But
Well, that's why you got to watch.
She's going to do it. Yeah.
Why would someone have to become a rapist to stop counterfeiters?
Seemingly illegal.
You would think.
Yeah.
Where's the correlation?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you tune in and find out?
I'm judging Amy.
That's right. And Will is well. It's just too bad. What's my show? Oh, the
Crank Anchors.
No, Crank Anchors, Tuesday nights. Thank you. 10:30 on Comedy Central. No, a hack.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It's too bad Hack didn't make it because always the best. This week on Hack.
In order to reach these kids, Hack will have to become a rapist.
Now listening
Always funny.
Listening to that voice, I now know the guy you mean. It is on NBC, and he does NBC daytime, and he's like the seemingly lowest sounding, most sort of daunting guy, and it's for NBC daytime though.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Then on an all new days.
you're like Days of Our Lives.
How many Z's and days?
Yeah.
This week on Days.
It's like he just keeps talking until he runs out of air with each word.
This week on Days.
All right, that's Will Arnett talking about hack. Yeah, Ernie Anderson used to be the voice, who's Paul Thomas Anderson's dad.
Oh, wow.
He was the ABC voice where it was the best. You can find a little of that, Dawson, too. He'd shift gears, he'd go, and on the Love Boat,
I love that.
Captain Stupid, and then he'd go, then on Charlie's Angels, one of the angels is abducted. You know what I mean? And it was always great. It was like Happy on Fantasy Island, then it was tough, and then he'd go to Vegas, and he'd do these great ones. He'd go, and on Vegas, somebody's killing showgirls, and Dan wants to know why. So then they cut to a clip of a sandbag falling and Dan pushing someone out of the way. A lot of sandbag-related death. I figured from watching 70s TV, if you got hold of me when I was like 11 and went, Adam, how are you going to die? I'd go, well, I've narrowed it down to either sandbag falling on my head backstage, someone cut the rope, or quicksand. But it's going to have to do with sand. It's some sand-related death. It's quicksand or it's a sandbag. I'm going to get crushed, I'm going to get engulfed. But I've been watching a lot of TV, and that's pretty much how I'm going.
The irony is, like, up in Malibu, they're probably going to have to use a lot of sandbags.
Oh, my God. It's come to fruition.
It's going to come true.
Oh, my God. All I see is sand out there.
A prophecy foretold in the 70s.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah, everyone was killing someone with a sandbag, which was, it seemed, first off, I seemed like a pretty weird way like a low percentage way to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Extra laborious when it doesn't need to be.
Like, first off, you've got to get, Sammy Davis Jr.'s on stage and Dan's watching in the wings, and you see
You're
that.
sawing the rope and at the right moment.
How does it happen? Was
If I was backstage, you saw me sawing a rope and the rope breaks, the sandbag would fall on my head.
Exactly.
I would be standing in the wrong place. There's 80 ropes. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't you hit the rope and a curtain on the side would just fall fall on the ground.
Yeah,
Like, why-
yeah.
How are you going to get that thing to land right on Sammy Davis Jr.'s head, who's moving? He's dancing around the stage. You have to place him. Then you have to like get out a fucking sextant and a compass or something, and like because you got to figure out like
account for the rotation of the Earth.
You got to do some test drops, right?
Yeah. All day you're doing test drops.
By
the way, you really want to get this on the first try.
I'm still stuck on the word sexton. I don't know what that is.
It's like a oscilloscope.
How mariners used to navigate the sea.
Oh, that's a good word.
A compass and a sextant.
That was great.
It's we used to have a mortise and a pestle and a compass and a sextant. You get your sextant and your compass, you'll know. But yes, you had to fucking figure. And you have to get hit dead nuts on with a sandbag, because if you get grazed with a sandbag, you're fine.
Yeah,
that's
it's bad.
That's a fucking zero burger. If it
won't even
grazes-
break your clavicle. You'll be fine.
If you get grazed by a sandbag, you will finish that performance that tonight.
exactly.
You have to get hit dead nuts on. Somebody's got to make that sandbag drop exactly on
Right
your
on
skull,
the butt.
right on you, and even then. It may not kill you.
I didn't know that this was that prevalent of a
it's a
cause
big-
of death in the 70s.
They would kill you. Here's how they kill people. If you're on stage, they drop a sandbag. And now what they would do is they'd have black gloves and a hunting knife, and they just show tight on the hands doing it. They wouldn't show the person because you couldn't know who it was.
Yeah.
You know, some nefarious guys back there with black gloves and a hunting knife. By the way, there's 80 showgirls standing around. Nobody wants to curious about the new guy with the hunting knife and the gloves who's just hanging around back there cutting ropes. I'm just cutting ropes. Don't mind me. All right. They would cut the rope if they wanted you killed on stage. If they wanted you killed off a stage, they would cut the brake lines to your car.
Okay, I've seen that.
The thing that's, I know something about cars. Cutting the brake line to a car, there's a rubber hose that goes from a solid metal hose, and it's got to be flexible, and it goes to your brake calipers because it's got to move. You know, you got to be able to turn, and it's got to have some movement in it. Fine. If you cut that hose, when you get in the car in the morning and you start up and you put your foot on the brake like you're backing out the driver, your foot just will push all the way to the floor. You'll go, oh, there's no pressure. It's a closed system.
Yeah, I know a little bit of something. You cut them halfway, bud.
You cut them halfway.
Yeah. Let them wear out.
It's a system
To trick them?
It's a system that's closed. If you open it and you press the brake one time, it'll all just squirt out the cut hose. You'll get no brake. But what I'm saying is they drove fine all the way through the city, and then they got up on a mountain road, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa! But it's like, yeah, but you would have made it to your mailbox without knowing the brake. In race cars, all the time, like the brake pedal's real squishy. Like we got to bleed. If it gets air in it, it gets squishy because the air compresses. But you can't back down your driveway, go up the street, get on the freeway, and then get off on Angeles Crest Highway and get 8 miles up the highway. And then it's like, oh shit!
You haven't driven with my cousin. She never uses the
Never
brake.
uses the brake.
She'd make her way to
She
a mountain.
wouldn't know.
She got that Sicilian road rage. She doesn't use her brake at all.
We have Ernie Anderson.
Oh, what?
We have Ernie Anderson coming in.
Thursday, Mork's homesick for Orr. That was wildly creative, Mindy, but that hardly lightens the load. Mork and Mindy. And Tillman's a jailbird who'll try anything to escape.
Try anything, Marshall, I wouldn't think of it.
Best of the West. Then Louis brings his business talents to Wall Street.
Oh, you need to get dirty.
It's a special 1 hour taxi. Then find out about America's fascination with chocolates. And hear the world's most famous choir on 2020.
Oh, this makes me so nostalgic.
Yeah, it is great, man.
This is great.
I need a hard-hitting chocolate based.
Oh, we fucked up.
Then learn about America's obsession with chocolate.
And she's like,
But now they go learn about America's what do they call it? Their obsession. Learn about America's obsession with chocolate as we explore interracial dating. Like that's what they do now. Then it was just bonbons.
that was an emotional roller coaster.
I told you, but you still got to find Love Boat. And,
There wasn't
and
so
Fantasy
much
Island.
of a variety in that clip.
That was a little
I
too
felt it.
happy. That was a little too. No, but Love Boat was happy. Laverne and Shirley. Let's see, what would be on? Let's see, it'd be Love Boat, Charlie's Angels. But then when Vegas came on, Dan got serious. Yeah, Dan was serious.
I mean, that took me on an emotional journey.
Sandbags or quicksand? You pick the sand. But that's what's going to get you.
It's going to get you.
When I was 11, I was going, probably 60, 70% chance I will be killed by one form of sand or another.
It's a rational fear.
And I wanted to do comedy, but I was worried about the sandbag.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
You want to be an explorer, you got to worry about the quicksand.
I think the irony is comedy's taken out more people than sandbags.
Yo, God. ODs. Jesus Christ.
R.I.P.
All right. You can find another Ernie Anderson. What else?
I'm lightening it up a little bit. Single women resort to stealing men's lunches to get asked out on a date.
How does that work? I saw that, but I don't know what that means.
Well, in this story, some ladies resorted to stealing the finance bros' lunches from the lunch counter and then finding the guys on LinkedIn or whatever and saying, "Oh, let me make it up to you." It's a weird TikTok trend, I guess.
Is this in like a
New York,
commercial cafeteria?
Yeah,
like a company.
You know how you can do food pickup? You can order ahead. That's what's going on. They look at the name on the thing, so it's a strange way to do it. But
I never knew women had thoughts about
at all.
Nah. Like sexuality and
That made me laugh so hard.
I just thought they were kind of there. You know what I mean?
They're just there. Just them women, those dumb bitches.
Oh, they didn't want you. You had to go convince them to like you.
That's the way it should be.
I didn't. I thought that was the plan. I didn't know they'd sit around. I knew there was the guy. We had a guy in our school that was dreamy. It was like a senior. Name was Carl Bringus, and I remember them going, "Carl Bringus is so dreamy." I kind of got that, but I thought, whenever I talk to a woman, they go, "Oh yeah, I knew who you were. I liked you," or whatever, and I'm like, it's always news to me. But women are getting much more assertive now.
Well, we have to.
You have to.
The pickings are slim. You guys, woof.
Yeah.
Is it, or are we just all really good at dressing ourselves up on the social media to appear to be awesome?
I don't know.
Or conversely, other guys who can't do it or can't do that. So they, you know what I mean? I think guys have always been about this level. It's just now we get to see it and it's advertised and propagandized to everyone.
I don't know. I from my side of the court, a lot of you guys are good at being covert narcissists and covert bipersonality disorder and covert mental illness and covert broke and covert things, second families and covert all these other things. And then also add in a dash of you guys love to fucking murder us. You won't stop killing us. 90% of the world's homicide is caused by you dudes. So it's a mix of that.
We do the good and we do the bad.
You do the good and the bad, but when you do the bad, it's you kill it.
Yeah, but you can't throw out the good with that.
No, you can't.
Got a Golden Gate Bridge because of us.
Don't throw out the murdered woman with the bathwater.
Don't throw out the bathwater with that baby.
Yeah, well, the women are starting to fight now.
I think definitely women have started to become more assertive, like you said.
Oh, sorry, Howard. There's a clip. There's a great Donnybrook was. Where did I put that? I wrote it. I was a student fighting a female student. Listen, first off, I want to give another semi-racist word.
Semi, come on, man.
Just straight racist.
You know what? But my racism has a place because I'm looking out for people.
All right.
I want to tell women. A lot of women think they can punch guys and guys will just kind of walk away. That is true a lot of the time, but you punch your brother, he will punch you back. I have the internet.
Oh, that's not just that is not just reserved for brothers.
No, not just, but I would say a little higher batting average.
I don't know.
Yeah, white guys are natural grapplers, you know what I mean?
I think it's par for par. Have you ever been to a trailer park or white trash part of America?
So you think the black man has no advantage in the strike back department with women?
I think that if you were to really lay down a societal statistic on it, that it'd be pretty right here.
So if I found 10 random white guys and 10 random black guys, and I told you got to go punch the 10 random black guys or the 10 random white guys, you would just go, I don't care.
I just think that it's.
Who would you go? Who would you go with the white guys first, right? To warm up to it.
Who would you punch?
I wouldn't hit. I would
you
not
have
hit
to
anyone.
punch one group. It's all if it's all the same, it wouldn't make a difference.
I'd probably punch the one who looked the most.
10 random white guys, 10 random black guys. 10 random white guys, 10 random black. What do you do?
Probably a white guy.
You're gonna punch the 10 random white guys.
Yeah.
So you think. Oh, great, because you do think the black guys would punch back more then, right? You undid your own argument.
And I was just fucking with you.
All right. I listen, I think it's a slightly higher capacity to punch back. That's
Okay.
all.
All right. Agree to disagree.
No, you know I'm
Agree
right.
to
You just said I
disagree.
was right. You
No,
go punch the white guy.
I was joking because I know
so
you wanted that.
You don't think there's any cultural anything?
I
What
don't.
about Asians?
Only because where I've grown up.
What
I
about
don't.
Asians? What about Asians?
I can't really speak to that. I'm only speaking from my own
All right.
experience.
There's 10 random Asian guys, 10 random Jewish guys, 10 random Muslim guys, 10 random black guys, and 10 random white guys. Now, who would you go? You can only pick one. Who would you pick?
You're going to get an email from the few groups that you
Well, who would
omitted.
you pick? I tell you who I would pick.
Who?
I would probably pick the Jews. Then I would go to the Asians.
I don't know, man. You're thinking litigious society, but you throw one jab, you get yourself
you're too far down the road. It's only the game is only out of 10 of them who's going to hit you back. You don't. You just say I'll do the picking for you because I don't think
you can pick for me.
You're going to get hit back at a higher percentage with black guys.
All right, you could say that.
I did.
You could say it. I'm not. I just think that
I think you know what I'm talking
Well,
about.
speaking from experience, I've never been hit by a black man.
Well, I've never been hit by black. Oh, I got hit by a black woman. Well, sparring and shit. Black guys. No, I didn't grow up I got hit by white guys.
Yeah.
But you would get hit by Eskimos if you grew up in an igloo. But
Right.
that wouldn't mean they've got a higher capacity. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I just disagree.
You disagree or you're scared?
No, I'm not scared.
So you think white guys hit back at a higher probability
Not
to
higher.
women?
I think
the same.
I think it's probably pretty equal.
It's the same.
I think so.
Okay.
That's what I think. I could be wrong. That's just what my gut tells me.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll watch this clip. It's a woman trying to punch a security officer. Who's black, by the way?
Very calm. Oof. Wow.
Could have been a redheaded guy. Would have been the same. The crowd is the part that
I
scares me.
think the crowd is the worst. Yeah, the crowd
That's
is the
the
worst.
scariest part of the whole thing.
What have we become?
Well, I mean, he is a security guy, and he did whack his glasses off. And
He did hit multiple times.
Yeah,
He really
he's
took
not
a
really
lot
known
of
as a
punches.
power puncher, more of a volume
yeah, he's
guy.
a volume guy. Well,
He
ask
also-
Pacquiao about that.
Also held on to her, which is a disadvantage. Like it just to me, I don't know. That's wild. That's
No,
really wild.
here's my message. Do not punch adult males anymore and think you're not going to get hit.
I agree
That's
with
what I'm
that.
saying. There was a time when you would not get hit, and you're a woman, you could freak out and you could slap them or do something, and there's a chance you weren't going to get hit.
A slim chance.
No, I've been hit by women. Guys traditionally would not fucking beat on you for that.
But don't you also think this is, and slightly to your point, but also I grew up in an area where there were a lot of very poor white people, so that's why I'm speaking from that side of the tracks per se. Don't you think this is also very indicative of the socioeconomic environment?
That security guard had health benefits.
He definitely had glasses that seemed to be prescription. Poor people do everything worse than rich people that you don't want to do. Healthcare, education, diet, everything. Poor people probably die behind the wheel 10 times. Rich people die behind the wheel of cars. They do everything you don't want is 10 times as bad.
Right.
That's how everything works. But that being said, I grew up with poor people, and we didn't steal or fight that much. And we fought we kind of battled each other, but we weren't out like causing havoc and chaos, you know. It's different now. Like
It is.
I hung out with tons of poor guys, and I wouldn't even call them chivalrous or anything, or they weren't really anything, but they wouldn't punch a woman. They wouldn't. A woman could slap them. They'd just kind of fucking hold them or push their hands.
You get in a lot of trouble for defending yourself if a woman starts socking you up. If you hold them down and like get them to stop socking you, when the cops show up, you're going to jail. Like that's how it is in California.
There's a lot more putting hands on women. I'm telling women, don't punch guys and expect not to get punched. You're going to get punched.
Or anybody
Now.
just in general, but I agree. I think that they're, hitting a guy and having that be something you think is not going to be retaliated is a risky situation.
Well, it didn't. It used to be a woman could slap a guy if she was really pissed or he got caught cheating or whatever.
Feels so good.
Used to be able to do it. And you didn't. The guy didn't fire back. Is what I'm saying. Guys are now firing back. They don't care.
I think guys have always kind of fired back. I mean,
they're doing it more. They're doing it more.
You're dragging us by their hair.
Next up. We're doing it more. We're doing it
out
more.
of the cage.
All right, it's all the same. There we go.
All right, 3 Democrats with double-digit support in early 2028 presidential primary poll with one clear front runner. You want to guess who that is?
Here? Us?
Yes.
Newsom?
gosh.
No.
No.
Your fave?
No. Former Vice President Kamala Harris.
Oh, wait. For president or for governor?
Yeah, for president.
Oh, for
president.
Oh, she?
Yeah.
I thought she was way down the list.
Everybody's, she's up there with a substantial margin. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, double-digit support. Gavin Newsom's up there, too, with 10%. So
what is she at?
And then Pete Buttigieg also. She is up there at 26%.
Wow.
So yeah, they still really like her. They're back at 3%. Mark Cuban was kind of a political outsider, but at 3%, even Stephen A. Smith and Jon Stewart got 1% apiece. So,
oh, really?
Mark Cuban for the win.
Right.
I'd take Cuban.
I'd take Cuban.
So she.
I forgot to mention our favorites, Cory Booker and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is 7%.
You just wanted to say your name. You just wanted to get it clearly.
Just want to be on the record.
Wait a minute. Did we do our Ernie Anderson with the Love Boat stuff, or did I miss? I could pass that one. Is that? Oh, we didn't play it yet, did we?
This is a new one. This is Charlie's Angels in Vegas.
Oh, leave it on the screen, Andrew, if we're doing that. Sorry. Huh? Okay. Oh, we don't.
Wednesday, Chris is an eyewitness to murder and the killer plots revenge.
Come on, Bert, forget it.
On Charlie's Angels, then Dan Tana sniffs out a ring of white slavers.
Your body and your looks are worth $25,000.
Moving in on Vegas.
Wednesday.
White slavery.
White slavery was the best part.
Your body and your looks are worth $25,000. I'll take that today.
I want to hear that one more time.
That was good.
Also, it's kind of a weird sizzle reel. Like you cut to 2 randos and an LTD going, "Come on, Bob!" Like you didn't. I didn't know what that was.
It was made hastily.
And Wednesday, Chris is an eyewitness to murder and the killer plots revenge.
Come on, Bert, forget it.
On Charlie's Angels, then Dan Tana sniffs out a ring of white slavers.
Your body and your looks are worth $25,000.
Moving in on Vegas.
Wednesday.
Fernando Lamas says you're worth $25,000.
But you're right. He went on Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. He would do happy. He would do happy, and then we'd do intrigue, And also, a lot of guys busting doors down.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
The practical effects.
Yeah, I like that. Legit effects.
Bob Yerk was a cool dude. He lived not too far from where I lived. I used to see him.
This is the guy who's doing the voiceover?
Bob Yerk is Vegas. It's Dan Tana.
Wow.
And he was hot. He also was in the made-for-TV movie Killdozer.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to sound like bulldozer?
Yeah.
Killdozer got kill right in front of it, right in front of Bull. Yeah.
Wait, did he play the guy who did the Killdozer?
Killdozer was a movie of the week.
Oh, okay.
It was a bulldozer that was like taken over by aliens.
Oh,
Yes!
my bad. I thought you were talking about there was an incident in Texas where a guy built a killdozer. He spot welded all these panels on it and just tore up the whole town, bro.
Oh, really?
Can't believe you don't know about that story.
I know this town. There is a story where
No, the guy was mad. They burned him on his permits, just like you're always talking about how they do the permit. They wouldn't give him his permit. He tried to go to the courthouse. They wouldn't. Nope. They screwed him over, and he said, "I'm gonna build me a killdozer," and he did. He took out the whole damn town.
I may borrow that shit for Malibu if I don't get a fucking permit.
Just get it now.
There's a story out of San Diego where a guy stole a tank, a military tank, and just fucking drove it down the freeway. It was like mashing cars and stuff like that.
Take matters into your own hands.
We got the Killdozer trailer in. Look how is Bob Urich in it? He's so dreamy. Construction crew, a bulldozer taken over by aliens.
It's a great premise.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
It is.
I'm absolutely sold. Look at the graphic.
I don't know anything for a fact. Clint Walker, except that bulldozer kills. Carl Betts, 2 men dead. Survivors. An unmanned bulldozer continue its rampage. Killdozer.
Bro! What?
How do you have this in your
It doesn't
head?
even look like real life, man. I love the 70s.
They made, first off, I know, how do you think they pitched this? Like someone just walked into ABC and just went, Killdozer, and someone, what's that? I don't fucking know. Figure it out. I gave you Killdozer. I'm done. It's called Killdozer. Whatever. It's a bulldozer that's haunted.
Sponsored by John Deere.
John Deere sponsors this one.
For sure. John Deere's like,
Caterpillar, John Deere. Someone's going to get their name all over this Killdozer.
we've got a new bulldozer. I need you to sell it. Figure out a script.
Who else was in Killdozer?
That's like a made-for-TV movie.
Somebody,
IMDb.
Dawson, I'm telling you too, somebody named their fucking punk band Killdozer
That's
in
cool.
in like 79.
That's a cool band name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, well, the movies of the week were insane. Absolutely insane. There was one called like Killer Hive or something, and it was an old actress had dominion over a swarm of bees.
Yes.
And she was an old lady, and she would have them do her bidding and kill people from bees because she could speak. It was like Aquaman with bees.
I had an ex-girlfriend like that with crabs.
Well, we have the
gosh.
we have the Killdozer, huh? Killing dudes. Is Bob Urich in Killdozer? That's all I'm asking. He played Rocky Blyer in the Rocky Blyer story. That was the guy.
You're going deep right now, Ace.
Rocky Blyer went to Vietnam, like stepped on a landmine, fucked his foot all up, came back, and they were like, your football playing career is over.
Yeah.
Ends up overcoming it, goes to the Steelers, is in the backfield with Franco Harris. They win 4 Super Bowls.
That's a beautiful
Rocky
story.
Blyer.
That's
amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I ran into like Rocky Blyer, like I was doing a show, and he was doing whatever. I'm like, what are you doing at the hotel? He's like, motivational speaking. I'm like, fucking yes, you're doing motivational speaking. You went from dragged off the battlefield in Vietnam, you'll never walk again, to 4 fucking Super Bowls in the backfield with Chuck Noll and Franco Harris. Okay, that's fairly inspirational, I would assume. Killdozer. Oh, Bob Urich is in Killdozer.
Yeah, also Clint Walker.
Yeah.
Carl Betts, Neville Brand, James Wainwright, and James A. Watson.
So he was also in, Bob Urich was also in, oh God, what was the detective thing where he lived in Philadelphia? You should know, Andrew, he lived in Philadelphia or something. Hacks. God, what was it? Oh God, he worked. He's just a TV guy. He did features. He was just really good looking and really nice. And he just worked. Like he was just so good looking. And he didn't, what was Robert Urich's, what was his detective series that was after Vegas, which was like, just a name. Spencer for Hire. Sorry, Spencer for Hire was another one. All right, we got Killdozer. Just so you guys know what you're missing. You're so lucky you weren't born.
I want to watch this. I want to like smoke a fatty and watch it.
You should.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. And it's always some weird thing where they're on a construction site, but they can't get off.
Killdozer's awake. Here comes Killdozer.
He's right behind. He doesn't even see this happening.
No one can hear hydraulics in the middle of the night when they're 3 inches behind you.
Secondhand smoke.
Yeah, there's no way in the still of the night the guy would hear hydraulics. They made a movie called Killdozer. They made a movie called Killdozer, and there's a band called Killdozer.
Do you remember like those movies they used to do, like ants, and it would just be giant ants on the screen, and then they would
it's
film
called they'd show a film an ant and then blow it up.
Yeah, and blow it up, and the horror movie was ants taking over the town.
There was a movie, it was called Them, but they were like animatronic ants.
Hello, Mr. Carolla. This is Jade, 36, single from Phoenix. I just had to call to tell you before I forget. Everything you say is genuine and dripping with thought, intellect, and literacy. You're doing the Lord's work out there. I'm a new fan, just discovered you within the last year, and everything you say is just, you read my mind.
You can leave us a message at 888-634-1744.
Thank you. That felt good. I wanted to... Well, you got the news. We'll get to this stuff tomorrow. Go ahead.
All right. Well, first up, MSNBC gets mercilessly mocked for changing its name to MS Now. Yeah. MS Paint, I think, did this logo. Yeah, people are really cracking up about it, calling it most surely no one watching.
Oh, I thought it...
Rebrand.
That thing was confusing to me. It's like MS is multiple sclerosis to me. Like that person suffers from MS, and then it's MS Now. Sounds weird.
They stole my website name, Mayhem Now.
That's right.
Oh.
My source, news, opinion.
It looks like AARP.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, look. It's never a good sign, but it doesn't not have to work. Kentucky Fried Chicken was not doing great 25 years ago, and then they just went with KFC, and now they seem to be doing better. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff went to the initialized version of themselves, which is kind of weird. It's a conceit that your old brand has run out of steam, and then they initialize them. I'm trying to think what else besides KFC.
It happened a lot in the 90s where everybody rebranded to their initials only.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
There's a movement. Yeah.
Right. I mean, the ones who did it right was the International House of Pancakes, because they had IHOP and they had an acronym, and they were kind of both at the same time.
TCBY.
Oh, my buddy has a show called Drive Fast, All Gas.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it took me a second.
So they're gonna look. Here's how they would. You can just start being accurate, and then people eventually will wander back into your tent. You've been around a lot. I've said it a million times. Audi was an amazing innovator and car brand. Audi was Auto Union. Auto Union made incredible German race cars like in the 30s and stuff. And Audi was an incredible brand in the 30s and the 40s. And then Audi fell apart. And then Audi came back. And then Audi made junk through the 70s and 80s. And they still had interesting rally cars and stuff, but they're really just kind of junky cars. And then they kind of rebirthed themselves again in the 90s, and now they make really good cars, And so if you said to me, like, what do you think of an Audi? I'd go, well, they had some rough years, but they have good. Now they're good, you know. But if you said to my son, what do you think about an Audi? He'd go, Audis are great. I'll take an Audi. What do you got to say about an Audi?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's because they initialized, right? It's because they made better cars.
Right. Yeah, they made a better product. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, MSNBC, stop lying, start being accurate, stop just with Trump derangement syndrome, and start being accurate, have different voices on, and people wander back into the tent. That's how it can work that way.
That's how I remember I used to work for HSBC Bank. You remember that bank?
Mm-hmm.
It's Hong Kong Shanghai Bank Corp. And they were like, you could never tell anyone that that's what it stands for.
Right.
Because it's like a Chinese bank. And no one
it
wanted
is.
them to know. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
There was the worst and weirdest name for a bank is one that was in Beverly Hills, and I don't know if it's even still there. It was called the Discount Bank of Israel, which sounds like
is.
a hate
I've
crime.
seen that
Discount
before.
Bank?
Of Israel.
That's so strange, yeah.
Yeah.
I want bottom of the barrel banking.
It's just a weird, every whatever Jewish stereotype seemed to be involved in that sentence. I pass it in Beverly Hills and go, the Discount Bank of Israel. What?
Your ATM card's made out of matzah.
It could have been like a front for Hamas for all I know. It could have been a mosque that was recruiting or something. Like, I didn't wander in there. I didn't know what was going in there.
Yeah.
But is the Discount Bank of Israel still around is the question. And you can take
do they have free checking?
F1 info off the And then there's Ebu or whatever the one is where the black guy sits there and helps people. What the one is that? There's a new one with a friendly guy. You know, I always think about it with these people. Like, you think about, it's still around, by the way, the Discount Bank of Israel.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
You think about the chick.
Sponsor?
They're not going out of business.
You think about the chick from Toyota, the Toyota chick.
Who's the Toyota chick?
Yeah, see, this is important.
I know who the helpful Honda lady is.
Yeah.
This is important.
I know the Verizon
the
lady.
helpful Honda lady's a helpful Honda man, and that's a rotating cast. And then there's Geico, and they got their people.
Oh, Progressive's got blow.
And there was the most interesting man in the world, and all that
Don't
kind of
forget
stuff.
Mayhem.
That's right. There's Mayhem. The Toyota lady, she's the attractive, dark-haired woman, but not overly attractive, and it's a Toyota Cellathon, and she's always walking around pointing at shit.
Okay.
She's my type.
That bitch going on year 17.
Wow.
I swear to God,
She's a billionaire.
She's quietly outlived them all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so what you can't do, Laura Kopak is her name.
She started at the same time as Jared from Subway.
I'm saying you can't go.
He's a great one,
Can't
too.
go Gilbert Godfrey or Jared from Subway. You know what I mean? Like, you will lose your cash cow money gig. That is a sweet ass money gig for Laurel. Oh, is it Laurel? Okay, Laurel Kopak.
Laurel Kopak.
All right, she has. I swear to God,
What's her net worth?
You would say
I'm gonna have to get at her on the
You think she's been at it for 6 years? She's been on 16 years.
I barely know her. I could see her in my head, but I can't.
That's how they like it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Now you go, oh, she was a groundling, huh? I never hear her on any podcast or anything. It's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Because she's going to say something about, look, I don't agree with Hamas, but that is not the same as what Israel is doing to those. And then she's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
so she can't go anywhere or say anything.
From the river to the, you're fired.
You're fired. She can't say.
It's kind of easy.
She can't go up on. I don't even think she could go do like a stand-up set because someone would
Well, why
fucking
would you
film
want
her
to?
making some joke. Well, you'd want to because you started off by going to the Groundlings thinking you're going to be Will Ferrell, and now you're the Toyota Cellathon woman.
Oh, no. Check your screen. Actually, she's opening for Blake Griffin tonight.
She's opening for Blake and Pivot on the road.
She can headline.
How many years has she been doing that gig?
Toyota.
But I think about it all the time. I'm like, it's got to be weird to be a creative or an artist or a comedian or a comedic voice or something and be in some position where you had to kind of stifle yourself a lot. And to the point where, by the way, if I said, oh, you're a groundling, I was a groundling, you should come on the podcast, she would go, I would love to. I'm a big fan. And there's no fucking way I'm coming on your podcast.
Yeah, of course.
By the way, I go, you don't have to say anything. Yeah, she wouldn't say anything. I'd start saying shit, and that'd be enough to get her shit.
I think once you have kids, maybe you're like, this paycheck is great. You know,
she played,
or you justify.
No, you justify. It's a
you go
job.
like, I'm acting. Yeah, people recognize me.
Yeah, everyone knows me as Jan, which is her name. By the way, do we need to give her a name?
I know.
Do we need to give her a name?
You know, I feel that way about Ryan Seacrest and Carson Daly, that they are just unmemorable enough to just have the longest career ever.
I am so fucking glad you brought up Carson Daly.
Don't you feel like they're just
I am so fucking glad.
You kind of forget they're in the room, and that's like the most important quality about them.
I am so
like optical camouflage, so they're just kind of there as a floating head.
Yeah,
I am so
you need that. Yeah.
Go, Andrew. Get my white little notepad that's like sitting on that smallish white notepad.
Oh wow, got Carson Daly.
You got a Carson Daly manifesto.
I'm gonna blow your mind, bro.
Can't wait.
Oh man, you're gonna be in the closet tonight, rub one out.
Yeah, okay, I'm already dying.
Head spinning. Spinning.
Tell my wife, take your jackets out of there.
While they're getting your Carson Daly, you want to hear about Hillary Clinton? What she had to say?
Yeah.
Well, she recently said that she'd nominate Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize if he ends the Ukraine war without giving territory to Russia. And
yeah, well, there's a caveat.
Yeah.
Well, first off, there is going to be territory given away because it's this weird thing where it's like we're going to meet. You know what I mean? And it's like we're going to have a negotiation, and the negotiation is not going to be Putin, you get nothing, and Ukraine, you're fine, and we'll call it a day, because that's not going to work. They're both going to be miserable at the end of the day, and that's how you know it worked. You know, it's fair. Both sides are miserable, and land is going to be given away.
Yeah, the Donbass is hit there.
So she's going to end up walking this. She's basically saying. It's like me saying, well, I'm going to talk to my sports agent. You know, hey, if you think you can sign that Cy Young winner for free, you deserve sports agent of the year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, well, he's not fucking doing it. That's why. But still could be magnanimous.
I'm just happy Hillary has a social media manager.
Mm-hmm.
If President Trump were the architect of that, I'd nominate him for a Nobel Peace Prize.
We are on the precipice of a meeting between President Trump and President Putin in Alaska. Drawing on your experience as Secretary of State, if you were en route to Alaska, what would you be looking to get? What does an acceptable deal look like?
He is not meeting with a friend. He is meeting with an adversary, and an adversary who wants to see the destruction of the United States and the Western Alliance. But if he could bring about the end to this terrible war, where Putin is the aggressor, invading a neighbor country, trying to change the borders. If he could end it without putting Ukraine in a position where it had to concede its territory to the aggressor, had to, in a way, validate Putin's vision of greater Russia, but instead could really stand up to Putin to make it clear there must be a ceasefire, there will be no exchange of territory, and that over a period of time, Putin should be actually withdrawing from the territory he seized in order to demonstrate good faith efforts, let us say.
Good enough. First off, I thought he was Putin's best buddy. I don't know these. According to Hillary Clinton, he's not meeting with an adversary. He's meeting with a cat's paw. He's meeting with his friend. The guy does all the bidding. Remember, he's in Putin's back pocket. Remember that, Hillary?
She changed it up, though.
Yeah.
She said that he's an adversary.
But what? She had a whole dossier made saying that he was worked for Putin. So, okay. So she's changed it. All right. I wrote down, this is a weird thing. So I had my little notepad, and I was like making all these little notes as I was driving in. Now, my notes aren't that detailed because I do it while I'm driving a car. And
it's not safe.
Well, you've obviously seen what I can do
Yeah,
on the
for
wheel of a
sure,
car.
yeah.
I can fucking sit in an electric Audi in traffic and fucking write notes.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so and then I come in here and I go to Andrew and I go, okay, write this down, write that down. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. And I kept saying, oh, there's something I'm forgetting, though. There's something I'm forgetting. It's something I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't remember. And I kept looking at my notes, and my notes say things like fuel, One of the things is like, I'm going to take the fuel out of my race car. And the other talked about the Boston mayor and her hand sign language person. And then little weird notes. And but I kept thinking I was forgetting something. And I was, which was, I wrote down, if you can read what it says right there, I think.
Carson Pod?
Right. Yeah. But it's supposed to say Carson Pool.
Carson Pool. Okay. Yeah.
Carson Pool.
Yeah. What's that?
Well, I was talking to Dr. Drew this morning on my ride in, and he's in New York, and he was like in the gym of his condo or something, and then he goes, I'm in the middle of just talking to him like I always talk to him. And he goes, oh, hey, hold on. Someone wants to say hi to you. And then he hands the phone to a guy, and it's Carson Daly.
No shit.
It's Carson.
This morning?
This morning.
Oh, my God.
This morning.
What a day.
Not only that, I was sitting around going, what the fuck did I want to, I want to say something. So then I talked to Carson, who's an old friend, and I go, are you still in the Palisades? And he goes, no, we sold that place. I'm out in New York and blah, blah, blah. He goes, but I hear you all the time talking about my double-holed pool, and I love it. And I said, that pool of yours that you built in the Palisades is just a perfect metaphor for California. And he goes, oh, I love that story. I love when you tell the story. And so I said, yeah, okay. And then I wrote Carson Pool because I wanted to remind myself. And then I completely spazzed out because Carson Pool, I thought was like a baseball player or something. Like Carson Pool, who did he play for?
Great name.
Yeah, I didn't write. I think I'll remember, but I need to write Carson Daly.
It sounds like a brand of above ground.
Carson Pool.
Get yourself a Carson Pool now.
That's right. So I was... when Carson, I was a contractor, so when Carson was, when anyone's building something, they always would come to me and cry on my shoulder about how much everything costs or what it was. But he's building this house in the Palisades, and years ago, and then it announces to me like, oh, the codes and the red tape and the planning commission and coastal commission. He's like, oh, it's fucking. So anybody who has to do it hates the government immediately because they realize how greedy they are and how all encumbering they are. Like they just get up in your grill and they fuck your shit up, and it takes years and it costs thousands in permits. And everyone who's getting rent control fucking loves the government, but the people who have to build shit hate the government of California, not of Texas, but of California. They fucking hate them. Anyone who owns anything, builds anything, runs a business, they all hate California. They hate the government because all they do is get in the way and ask for money, and they're arrogant, and their attitude is fucking horrible, and they're essentially stifling because people give up. Like they go, fuck it.
Like, give me my pool.
Joe McHale never built a pool because it was like, fuck it, I can't do anymore. I can't deal with this anymore. He literally just uses neighbor's pool. So Carson was explaining to me that he had to build a pool in his backyard in the Palisades, and because he was in the Palisades and the Coastal Commission, he had to build a double-holed pool. It had to have two pools in one.
What?
He had to have a pool, and a pool is you dig a hole with a bobcat, then you put a bunch of rebar in the shape of the pool, spaced out from the dirt like 6 inches or 4 inches, and then you come in there and you spray it with gunite, which is lightweight concrete, and then they trowel it all down, and that's your pool. It's a cement shell 6 inches thick that sits in a, and then it gets plastered, and then it gets painted or whatever,
Sure, yeah.
And that's what a pool is.
Yeah, I got it.
Well, and then you put water in it, bro.
No, I'm with you, man.
Marco,
I've seen pools. Yeah.
You got it.
I'm with you.
So then, but because of the Coastal Commission, you have to do a pool, as just described, and then you have to build an inner pool inside of that pool in case any water gets out of your pool, it doesn't get into the groundwater.
What?
Yeah, what? Now,
what
guess
does
how...
that mean? Isn't that just a thicker pool?
No, because, okay, after the Exxon Valdez busted open and spilled all the oil in the Puget Sound or Alaskan Sound, wherever it was, the Sound, then someone said, we need to have double-hulled tankers.
Hulled. Oh,
Hulled.
I thought you said hold. Yeah, hulled.
Hulled.
I got you.
Double-hulled tankers so they can't run aground and leak.
Uh-huh.
All right, so then the Coastal Commission said, we must have double-hulled pools. Now, it's not one thick pool. I don't think it is. I mean, Andrew, you can look it up, but no one has ever built this in Texas or Florida. You build two pools, but the one pool, I would assume they have the one pool and then the second pool. Now, don't look up the Valdez. Look up the double-hulled pools. I would assume that, no, they're not right on top of each other. There's some sort of runoff where you could collect the water in case it leached through the first hull.
You know, Leonardo DiCaprio's complained about this, too. He called it poolception.
Oh, okay. Man, what was your first joke?
I was with you for a second.
Racketeer, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm just batting like 300 over here.
So,
see,
I like it. It took me a second.
Sorry, these are slow burns, Ace.
Yeah. Like after I'm dead. So, Carson, who has to pay, because in my mom's hippie world, what's wrong? So what? How could it hurt? It's like, well, how could it hurt? He's got to pay for 2 fucking pools is how it could hurt him for something that's unnecessary, that's ubiquitous. By the way, there's a YMCA up the street that has just a single-hold pool.
Was this a problem? Were pools leaking?
No, it's never a problem. It could.
They're saying
something
it
could happen.
Okay.
And before you know it, chlorine could get into the ground table.
Yeah.
But chlorine is already in my drinking water.
Sure.
But okay,
With
here's
a
the
bunch
whole.
of other
But
stuff.
this is all right. This is the Palisades.
That's wild. Yeah.
This is what they're focused on, right? Now, they want you to have a double-hulled pool, but their single-hulled reservoir doesn't have any water in it. And then the fire hits, and there's no water to put it out, and the fucking place burns to the ground, and millions of metric tons of carbon are put into the air, and then it fucking rains 2 weeks later, and all of the toxic burnt trash, and all of the furniture, and all of the paint, and all the automobiles, and the Teslas, and the batteries, and everything that was on the fucking hill washes right down the street and right into the Pacific Ocean. So, Carson Daly swimming pool. How did that factor in really into this equation? So what you guys did is you focused full time on his swimming pool, but you didn't focus on deforestation or having your reservoirs up and repaired or having a fire department that was in place in comedy. You didn't focus on any of that. You spent all your time on Carson and his pool, and now Carson's pool made it through the fire, but none of his neighbors did. And all of the fucking, every piece of furniture, carpet, every piece of nylon, every rubber hose on every car, and every fucking toxic thing in their house has been melted, liquefied, and ran to the sea and is now killing all the turtles down there. So, did you get your wish, Coastal Commission? I don't think so. If your goal wasn't having toxins in the sea, I would say focus on the mayor and the governor managing the forest and keeping the reservoirs filled versus Carson Daly in his swimming pool.
But he still has a pool.
He sold the house.
That's the worst part.
I know. Carson loves that story.
Were you ever in that pool?
No, but I'm going tonight, bro.
You're going tonight. We're going right now.
No, we have to wait till the sun goes down. I don't know who he sold the house to.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what is a double-hulled pool, by the way, Andrew? You got something? Something on that
We're still looking.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've definitely, it's not ubiquitous. Like, they don't have it in any other city, I would imagine. But, yeah. We have the ship design. I know what the ship is, though. Well, anyway, Carson had to build 2 pools.
I love that.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. And it's like, here's the thing. Not only did your pool cost twice as much because you had to build 2, the one you got's a little bit smaller.
I still don't understand the idea of two pools. I think I'm visualizing it right. I still don't
picturing
fully...
a double hulled tanker
like
ship.
There's something between each hull. A pool.
There's a pool, and then there's a second pool with a space.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know.
That looks like a thicker pool.
This is a ship design. The black lines are not watertight lines. The green lines are what is known as watertight. So the dot.
I see.
Yeah.
The double bottom has dual green lines.
Well, okay, you have your car, right?
Yeah.
You got the inside of your car and the outside of your car, right? But if something dents the outside of your car, it doesn't dent the inside of your car, per se.
Right, because there's a buffer.
There's space there.
Yeah.
Right, so then you would be safer sitting inside. But
That's
if the
what I'm saying.
outside
So
of your
there's
car
a-
was the inside of your car, then if you got hit, it would go right into you.
But so then in between each layer,
it's
like a cake. But instead of icing, it's just
It's
nothing.
two pools with a space. It's two pools and there's space.
Sort of an onion situation.
I mean, I've never designed one, and I didn't go to Carson's house.
You've
but
never built a pool.
I have built a pool.
Have you?
Yeah, of course
Whoa,
I built a
that's great.
fucking pool.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well,
you might be the first person I met who's built a pool.
You're not hanging around the right people.
Yeah, that's true.
I've
That's
never done
absolutely
a
true.
double-hulled pool, is what we're speaking of. I explained to you how a pool was built, right?
Yeah,
Gunite,
I think so.
rebar, and I think I know how to build
And when
a
does
pool.
the water go in?
the fun starts after the water goes in. The double-hulled pool must have space for it to leak through the first one and be captured before it gets through the second one.
Can I ask a pool question?
Yeah.
What, do you just like let the hose run? How do you fill it up?
Yeah.
You can shut it on and off, but it takes considerably longer. So I would say just let it run. Yes.
I'm saying like you have an empty pool.
No,
you put water in there.
No. All right, someone found out. Okay, so listen.
Okay.
Pools, if you built a pool right now, and evidently you're in no position to build a pool.
Yeah.
Mentally, financially, spiritually.
Now I am, yeah.
You're way too confused for a pool. If you built a pool right now, we would hard plumb it. And there'd be a pipe.
That would be the way to do it.
And you would have a sensor or whatever. When the water got low, that thing would kick
that
on
makes so much
and
more
just
sense.
fill it up
Yeah,
for you. You
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
run out there with a hose, like Aaron Spelling didn't stand with a hose with his pool,
No, he hired someone to do it.
Nah, they'll it'll
You
be
thought so, too.
it'll be plumbed. Well, no, for his above ground pool,
Yeah.
I'm getting imposter syndrome, but I don't know how to build one.
Carson Pool.
All right. We don't have the pool.
Carson Pooley.
All right, Carson Pool. Anyway, it's a way to capture the water that leaks through the first pool, except for the water never
But
leaks
then
through
where
the
does
first
the
pool.
water go? Yeah, our whole contention is where does that water go? It's in the
It's just
extra
there's like a
pool?
little layer. It's like icing in a cake. You get the cake metaphor, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It would. All right, I've never built this pool we speak of, but I am an engineer.
Single
I
pool.
do understand how everything works.
Yeah.
There would have to be a way to capture the water and a way to expel the water. The water would have to go somewhere. I don't think that it's just
and not
sitting
just
there.
into the soil. Yeah.
Well, it can't go into the soil. There's a
Right.
second pool.
Yeah.
But it can't just keep building up like in perpetuity.
Yeah. Because then you have like a pool mold. Or something.
Yeah. It would it's like septic system.
Mm-hmm.
Septic system captures all the waste, but it also has this trickle thing, and it also has like bacteria that breaks stuff down, but you have to come empty it, but there's a process. There's a process to it.
Yeah.
Every time I cleaned
could
out
see.
my pool, I just poured it straight out into the street.
Oh yeah,
Get at me, coastal nation.
everybody who drains their pool drains it into the gutter,
Yeah.
and then it pours into the street, and then it goes into the gutter, and then it ends up in front of Carson Daly's house in
Sure.
Santa Monica. That's where. So that's the By the way, every time it rains, all the transmission fluid and rubber and all the Roundup that's on the ground
Dog
and all the
shit.
fertilizer and all
Yeah.
the squirrel and dog shit all pour down
Sure.
the drain and then end up in front of Carson Daly's house too.
Wow. Carson's a good thing he sold.
I know he's getting tired of looking at that river shit. But it is funny. You were just denigrating Carson.
I did not denigrate him.
You denigrated.
No. I was saying his superpower is just being forgettable.
Yeah.
I would love to have that.
That's like saying your superpower is not caring, bro. Wait a minute. Is that really a superpower?
I don't know. At some point, it could be if you're making a ton of money out of it.
No, Carson's great, and he's a super nice guy, and he's a lovely guy. So hopefully he'll be out here in September doing The Voice or something. We'll get him on the show. Yeah. Let's get him on the show.
Let's get him forgettably on the show.
All right, we're done with your news, man.
God bless
even if you're not.
Thanks for listening,
Barry. Where can we find your podcast? Searching
Audible. Which is Audible,
for Alan Rothbard. Available on Audible or wherever you find finer podcasts. As well. You can go to adamcarolla.com. Got live shows coming up all over Provo, Utah, Torrance coming up, Charlotte, North Carolina, everywhere is where you can go for that. Mayhem.
I got the Mayhem Show on YouTube. Check me out.
So, until next time, Adam Carolla for Barry Rothbard and Mayhem saying mahalo.